Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, gather around. Huddle up. We got a bunch to talk about. It's the Morning Huddle. Yeah, I'm Rob Thompson, sitting alone in front of this desk. We got 4 hours of fun headed your way, but we are not alone. We are joined by none other than Vic Brown, sitting on the other side of the double pane glass. He is the, this morning, Vic has been the MacGyver. Yeah. Let's just call it MacGyver. Lots of time limits, lots of countdowns. All of them met. Nothing exploded, and here we sit as the show begins.
Yeah.
No AJ today or tomorrow. He is, well, I don't want to get into what he's having done, but it's,
yeah, I think
it's a radical new approach to something that has bothered many men for a long time. That's all I'm going to leave. You're going to leave it at that. It's a radical new approach to getting something that bothers a lot of men of his age. It's but he's going to be bouncing around back together again on Monday. Now, he might have a slight limp.
Yeah.
But he's just having something fixed that men of his age.
Yeah, it's a gout combined
I don't want to get into anything too personal. Just know that your thoughts and prayers are appreciated.
Yeah. You're good, buddy.
He's going to be we expect him to pull through with flying colors, really.
I'll give you guys a hint. He was asking us where to get a rascal.
Well, yeah.
He's going to get a little rascal.
Well, I mean, he's just, like I said, there's things that men of his age sometimes have to deal with, and he's having that fixed.
Yeah.
So he'll be gone, but it will be us. We'll celebrate today and prepare for tomorrow. Sounds like a motto that we should have up on the wall. Celebrate today, but prepare for tomorrow. As the Spurs whooped some arse last night, took care of the T-Wolves early and often, slapped them around like the stepchild we thought they were. It was just an up and down kind of fun night for the Spurs. It was a beat down, just unbelievable. Anybody watched all the way to the end?
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. I had it on and dozed off. I fell asleep in the fourth quarter. Now I was in bed, but
yeah. No, I fell asleep right at like there was probably a minute in the game, and that's when I was getting drowsy.
So, and there wasn't. I mean, it was just highlight fest. And the thing is, there were many reasons it could have been even worse. And there were some things that portended very well for the future of the Spurs in this series. There's some things that still need to be fixed, even though the score was that lopsided. Last night, if you were a Spur and you remembered to put on your shorts, you got to play. And if you decided at some point to take a shot, you scored.
See?
If you wore your shorts, and Olynyk even had socks, kinda, and if you wore your shorts and you had your shoes, you got to play. It was like I don't know, like a kindergartner's game, or like an eighth grade game where there's a mercy rule, so everybody in the third quarter for like 5 minutes you clear your bench. And let everybody play. So the Spurs got everybody in. We're going to talk about how that happened. We knew the prescription coming into it was going to involve De'Aaron Fox heavily, twice a day. Call us if it continues to swell, kind of thing. And he delivered first and fast, 9 points in that first quarter, and the Spurs never ever look back. Well, there's some things to look forward to for sure. Did Minnesota show us everything they had in that first game, and the Spurs and Mitch do a little bit of chess action? Did the Minnesota Timberwolves take some profits and in their minds just kind of let this one get away and not really worry about it? We'll talk about that. Did Steph Castle in his limited minutes offer us as good a defensive performance last night as Wemby did in game one? We're going to look at that. I think the defense played a massive role in that. And then there was one really remarkable coaching decision. When we talk about the X's and O's of the NBA and how in these kind of series, this is where not only players' bones are made, but coaches' bones are made too, because this is a chess match through and through. This is why I love basketball. I love pro basketball because of this. Because there's no other sport where you're not changing pitchers like baseball. You don't change a lot of stuff according to different starters every game, like basketball. Right. It's the same dudes, barring injury. It's the same dudes. The court's the same size. How are you going to play your guy against my guy? What do you expect to happen? And Mid did something extraordinary, something he saw that I didn't think they'd be able to do. And he did it. We're going to talk a lot about that. In about 10 minutes, it'll be worth the wait because I broke down some film. I sat last night. I was playing like I was back in my days as an 8th grade boys coach.
Do you think Pop had something to do with this win?
I guarantee you. Well, there's, right? What's the old saying that the victory is like a meal with 1,000 chefs and the loss has one cook?
Yes.
So I think there was a lot of chefs going into the
I think the Spurs got scared. They looked at Pop. Pop looked at him and going, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, I think we're going to talk about the motivation behind Game 2s and what normally happens and how it did happen. I do think that was kind of a foregone thing with a team of this magnitude, because I think you could have legitimately said, and I'm sure in the back of everybody's mind, including mine, if you'd have lost last night, you weren't going to win this series. You were. There was no way you were going to beat Minnesota twice up there. I just didn't see it. Now, what we saw last night translates into, you can beat them in Minnesota once for sure. Certainly,
at least
you
once.
Play like that again, you got 2 in you. We'll look at the other side of the NBA as well. The Knicks doing just enough, man, just enough. They held off a little bit of the Sixers. Sixers had every opportunity. It wasn't like they couldn't have won that game, but the Knicks held on. Well, held on is not the right term. The Knicks beat the 76ers. No Joel Embiid. We've had this discussion just as recently as this week regarding that big man and his availability and the most important ability of them all, and he doesn't have that one. So he was gone. They lost. We'll look forward to tonight with Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City had the same kind of problem that the Spurs did in that game when Oklahoma City's playing a lesser team, because they didn't look very good in the first half. Shai Gilgeous looked surprised. There was a streak busted for him. It's the first time he scored under 20 points since the Western Conference Finals of last year. So I do expect a different, more motivated Oklahoma City team. So the Lakers better look out. I don't see much coming out of there. We're going to have all the games tonight on our lovely station. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, we're going to have them all here.
Sweet.
I'm just saying. Because when we come back after the break, this is untenable, man. The NBA, in their absolute madness for money, in their absolute desperation to cash in, and keep in mind, they got this new TV deal. They got all this money. They're about to open up 2 new stores. We're going to open 2 new stores in this 30-chain thing, and every owner is going to split, I don't know, about I'd say, I don't think it's too outlandish to say $20 billion.
Jeez. That's a lot of money.
Well, you think about each franchise going to be between 8 and 10. One in Vegas, I can't imagine how much that franchise is going to be worth. But the owners, the cost of joining this cartel is you got to pay to play, man. So the owners get to split all this money. So they got about $20 billion coming in paychecks on top of these brand new TV deals. And what are we getting stuck with? NBC Sports Network with Big Dan Jiggets and Stanley Munson doing the color comp. What are we getting here?
Disappointment.
So that's half the games.
Yeah.
For us, anyway. Now, last night we had the good fortune of being on yet another pay network, which, we're kind of used to paying for ESPN, but still, I
was going to say that. Like, what game was on? Was the Lakers game on Channel 4?
No.
I think it was.
It's got to keep in mind, I watched things on my no, everything was on ESPN last night.
Okay.
Both games were on ESPN.
Yeah.
And I have the good fortune to have a very legal machine that allows me to come through a
wink,
wink, nod.
Yeah, it's
very legal.
It's legal.
You can buy it on Amazon. That's all you need to know.
And you can, yes, you can.
That I can circumvent certain paywalls and jurisdictions and really international lines if it comes down to it.
Not me.
I'm really into a Guatemalan
I don't get that in flea bottom.
novella. That man, It is good.
That's funny.
All right, let's talk some Spurs. Let's talk about the rest of the world. Let's have us a good time. It is a Thursday edition of the Morning Huddle. You know what I like to call this kind of day? It's a small Friday.
That's right. It is a small
This
Friday.
is indeed. So treat it as such and celebrate appropriately as you go grab your tacos and your free coffee. Drop by the studio and bring us some. Vic's had a hard morning.
Oh,
Vic's sitting on the other side of the double pane glass.
I need a gummy.
with like wire cutters. He had a one of those flashlights that you strap onto your forehead.
Yeah.
He was sweating in there, and he kept.
So I had a solder, a paper clip, some duct tape, and leftover mouse cord, like from an old mouse. But I got it going.
And then he screams, "Hey, Rob! I need a tampon. I need some.
I just
Like,
need the
what?
string. I need the string from it.
I got 17 seconds."
Yeah. But I got it going, guys. We're hopefully you'll hear some good music if the thing works.
And one other thing.
Yeah.
When I pulled up this morning, Vic, there was a fox.
Really? I was looking for the black kitty that I feed Scabs. He's not out there.
No. Did you leave food?
No, not this morning.
Oh, okay, because the fox was looking for that food.
Ah,
I pulled up, and I didn't know if it was a fox or a coyote.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anybody who's seen our studios, we are in the middle on Eisenhower Road. It's no secret where we are.
Yeah.
On both sides of the road is a massive antenna farm. You can see it from the highway if you ever wondered if you never come down this road, and why would you unless you were
unless
coming
you live
here or live over here.
Going to Austin Highway.
Or yes, going the ass backwards way to Austin Highway. We're in the middle of what is essentially a wide open field on both sides of the roads. It's high fence, but it's a big wide open field. It'd make a hell of a links golf course. Right. If at some point those antennas ever come down, we could be the clubhouse, and you could build a hell of a links course out here. But anyway, you can see for miles during the day, and I don't know where these foxes and coyotes live. They must have like burrows into the ground. But this morning I pulled up.
Not. It's not like we're in the Monte or anything.
Yeah, it's not like there's like bushes and stuff to hide in.
Yeah.
So I think they live underground.
They have to.
Underground coyotes.
Yeah, it's not, and I'm picturing, like it's not open country. I mean, there's still a lot of civilization here.
It's like surrounded by wood fence.
And then we have possums, a couple raccoons once, right? We had the fox stuck in.
I've seen them all. And we are close to that.
I don't know, man.
That homeless park.
And we did have snakes in the building a while back, so.
Well, that's just
I left. I left that day. I was like, nope.
So the wildlife is flourishing out here. I just hope that Scabs is all right. Luckily, KBB has got the safety and security of being my co-host today.
Yeah.
We're coming back looking at the Spurs and praising De'Aaron Fox. Boy, it was a nice win. We're talking all about it front to back. Hang around. Coming up next, Spurs talk like you deserve. Sit back and take it. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've got a new trouble spot on 410 southbound at Winco. It is an accident. 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Tupperwine. That's a stall blocking part of the exit ramp. Another stall at 35 northbound at Splashtown. Now, this one has been moved off to the right shoulder, so your main lanes are getting by. Now, we do have delays due to road work. 35 southbound Schertz Parkway on down to Evans. 2 right lanes blocked. And northbound 35 O'Connor to Judson. We've got road work that's got you slow from Thousand Oaks. So tack on at least an extra 15, 17 minutes to your commute. And about a 10-minute ride. 35 southbound Judson on down to O'Connor. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Let your yard show out with new deals from Lowe's. Grab select 1.5-gallon annuals hanging baskets, 2 for just $15. Plus Miracle Grow's 0.75 cubic feet garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Valid 5/7 through 5/13. Selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
George gets justice. It's you versus them. The driver who changed your life. The insurance company dodging your calls. They want to give you up. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, they take on insurance giants and they fight to win. No upfront costs, no games. Just the fight for results. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
Upgrade your truck without breaking the bank at NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Buy the Rough Country 3-panel hard-folding truck bed cover starting at $6.99. Get weather protection, added security, and durability for all of life's gear. A sleek upgrade custom look for just $6.99 is a quick install away. With NAW and Rough Country truck bed covers, skip the big box hassle. Shop local and get expert advice from NAW today. 3027 Culebra Road. Family operated, community driven since 1978.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is your job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty.
Wait,
what? Also objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Some days, self-care starts with Nature-Made gummy vitamins, a deep breath, and a little encouragement.
Mom, I'm really nervous.
Me too, honey, but we've got this. Repeat after me. I'm gonna have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day.
I choose joy no matter what comes my way.
I bring joy wherever I go.
Quality gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Now, what is the wives bringing the strippers? Are they like the low-life strippers? Or are they the actual high-quality strippers?
What? Well, I mean, there's a difference. At least my experience back in the day. There's a difference.
With low-life strippers or high-quality strippers? Which do you prefer?
That's obvious.
It's not, because there's times you can be really cheap.
I don't think it matters. Does it?
I mean, does it?
It didn't back in the day. It's been a long time since I've been in a strip club, but back in the day, yeah, I think
it'd have one arm or two, an eye patch.
That was a quality stripper.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
How? That's KBB as we sit humbly in the.
I forgot his chain.
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, he didn't get his bling on this morning.
Yeah.
I'm Rob Thompson. This is the Morning Huddle here on 94.1. Thanks for listening wherever you might be. Morning Brigade Bar. Thanks for hanging. Make sure you like, listen, and share. Do all that official crap. Hey, go get your free tacos and free coffee. Spurs dismantle, dispatch, and destroy the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
We needed that. We deserved that. You know, I was talking with my brother on Sunday or on Monday, Tuesday afternoon after the game. And he said, you know, he was there, and he brought up the fact that, you know, I think a lot of us felt it, though we didn't really bring it up, that it just didn't feel right on Monday. The whole day was off. The day felt flat. Well, you know, you ever have those days, we call it in the business the brain fog, where things are just kind of cloudy and out of focus. I think that the Spurs were that on Monday. I think the fans kind of felt that way in the building. I think there was a lot that went into just what was, in hindsight, such a lackadaisical performance, one that they just looked stunned, like they were not prepared, and they'd been sitting on the sidelines for a week. You know, they're a little tight.
And not only that, we have the superstitions, which famous James brought up.
Oh, yeah, there's all those.
So, so Monday, I did have my Spurs shirt on, the crazy Hispanic one, right? Mm-hmm. And he did.
And didn't go well.
And it didn't go well. Yesterday, I didn't have any Spurs gear, and neither did he, and we won.
Well, I blame y'all for that.
So it's
for Monday
our
night.
fault
I blame you
game
guys.
one.
So we're going to pay real close attention to the attire that famous James and Vic have on. So
next
y'all are going to have
game's
to coordinate
Friday,
on
right?
Friday.
Yeah, so Friday I'm not wearing any Spurs gear. I'm going to wear opposite, not blue colors, but just random, you know, nothing Spurs oriented. So he's going to do the same, and I think he's going to get a candle. I think they have them at HEB.
Yeah, there's a few that we could go get lit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Get a couple of eggs, go see Grammy.
Yeah, we need to do that.
De'Aaron Fox went to see his bruja. He woke up mad. He should have been. He played mad in the first quarter. Went out fast, attacking. You know, there's that fortune favors the bold. You ever hear that saying, fortune favors the bold? Mm-hmm. Sounds old manish. Certainly sounds coachish. But it's true in the NBA playoffs as it is in the NHL playoffs, as it is in fast-moving, reactive, quick-happening sports. Aggression is always rewarded at the most important times. The fortune favors the bold, the first to act, the first to do, the first to initiate contact, the first to get in the paint, the first to go after the ball, the first to stick his hand in the mess, the first to do that in the playoffs. The referees just reward it for you. Hey, you came to play. We're going to let you do that. And the Spurs did it. It's not that difficult. And the photo negative of that was the Timberwolves. Good God, dudes. It was so bad, I believe it was in the second quarter, that Doris Burke, sweet, sweet Doris Burke, is calling out the Timberwolves for not getting back on defense. And I kind of teased one of the things that was really the pivot point. Now, certainly there's lots of reasons in a win. And the shared burden, the shared scoring, the interchangeable bench parts and the value of Carter Bryant, oh, my goodness, just played dividends because we had four dudes on the court most of the time that could guard anybody else on the court, top to bottom. That anybody. And at some points, did you see Wemby go step out and guard small forward? Now, he ended up getting a shot off in the paint. But for the most part, when you add Carter Bryant in, Mitch had interchangeable parts, which made our defense just spectacular there in the first quarter. But what Mitch did, what they saw, and Vic, you asked, do you think Pop had a role in this? And I think, like I said, this is Mitch's team and this is Mitch's call. But
you're the Yoda.
You're a fool if you don't talk to Pop. You're a fool.
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Oh, dude, whether you bring him in or you talk to him on the phone, you have him texted, whatever. You're a fool if you don't seek the counsel of the wisest elder of them all. Like you said, Yoda.
Yeah.
You're a fool. But whoever called it, they saw, I don't care whether they make it or miss it. I can guarantee you this. When Minnesota makes the shot, I know where the ball's going to be, and that's going to be coming out of the net. So when the ball is coming out of the net, you better have that ball, and the ball better be advanced to the timeline with that first pass. So, guards, you better be ready because we're going to fast break the crap out of these tired dudes off of made baskets. Now that is a bold act Because for the most part, most teams, made baskets is when you pressure the ball. When you make a basket, most teams at that point, if there's a full court press involved, if there's any kind of ball pressure, you apply it on made baskets. So the Spurs, what they did is they pressed a pressing team. Minnesota was picking us up early and often. Ask De'Aaron Fox how bad it was on Monday night. When McDaniel was picking him up 3/4 of the court, there was nothing he could do. So Mitch's reaction to that was, well, hell, let's run past them. If they want to step up and meet us early, let's just throw it over the top and go. So we fast broke out of made baskets in that first quarter, and Minnesota was gassed from the get-go. They were already running on emotional fumes. They'd already accomplished their goal. And in the back of their mind, I think that was a lot like tennis players. You know, we'll lose game one. We won game one. We can sacrifice this one for the good of the team. So I think there was something about that. But let's not mistake what Mitch Johnson did. The idea of fast breaking off of made baskets, brilliant. Brilliant. Hey, and then there was a little bit of French vanilla as well. Let's talk about other strategies and what the Spurs need to do to carry on coming up next. Also, Kim Kardashian might be ruining one of the greatest athletes of our day.
No.
I hate to bring this up.
I hate to say it, but I do believe that.
It's entirely possible. One of the biggest sports in the entire world is headed for trouble. We're going to talk about that coming up next. Hang around with us. This is 94.1. You're on the Morning Huddle here on San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've got a new trouble spot on 410 southbound at Winco. It is an accident. 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Tupperwine. That's a stall blocking part of the exit ramp. Another stall at 35 northbound at Splashtown. Now, this one has been moved off to the right shoulder, so your main lanes are getting by. Now, we do have delays due to road work. 35 southbound Schertz Parkway on down to Evans. 2 right lanes blocked. And northbound 35 O'Connor to Judson. We've got road work that's got you slow from Thousand Oaks. So tack on at least an extra 15, 17 minutes to your commute. And about a 10-minute ride. 35 southbound Judson on down to O'Connor. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Now, the Sarlacc is a terrifying creature that was created by attaching a ferocious, sharp, giant fangs to an armadillo named Apita from the Guadalajara Zoo. He's famous down there. He can beat you at tic-a-tac-a-toe 3 games out of 4.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Estimate based on your neighborhood average and individual results may vary.
When I saw how high my property tax bill was, I was shocked. We couldn't afford this. But I discovered Ownwell. Ownwell reduced my property taxes and saved me over $1,000.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be protested and they can be reduced. But instead of filing protests yourself and very possibly losing your appeal, Ownwell does it all for you. And we give you the best chance to win and save big. Ownwell has reduced property taxes for hundreds of thousands of Texans and put money back in their pocket, and you can be one of them. And unlike other companies that take half of whatever you save, Ownwell charges just 25%. And that's only if you save.
Now I don't worry about my property taxes. Ownwell reduces it every year.
Sign up now for free. Don't pay unless you save. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction to a big Game 2 inside the Frost Bank Center.
The good, the bad, the ugly. We are all over what happened in Game 2 and already looking ahead to Friday night's Game 3.
And there's NFL talk as well as teams get ready for OTAs.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Should I say it?
Y'all
ready for this? Should I say that?
Yeah.
Should I go Avery on this? See? Y'all ready for this? Were y'all ready for this last night? Boy, it felt like old times. Spurs. Woo, boy. That was a whole bunch of whoop-ass last night. Congratulations.
Good. I'm glad they made that
Man,
statement,
everybody breathing easier this morning, I'll tell you. Because today's, the productivity in San Antonio today, before noon, is going to be nominal. If I was a business owner, and I am not. If I was a highly professional manager, and I am not. I'd have donuts and coffee for my kinfolk and employee. Because they were all up late last night. Yeah. Everybody was up till midnight. We all were.
I'd buy tacos for everyone, and they won't be the cheap bean and cheese ones. They would be the carne guisada or something that's worth it. If I go to Bill Miller's, I'll get everybody brisket tacos or sausage and egg. Yeah, it's that type of feeling.
For everybody out there that's got somebody that is a report, that is a direct report.
Yeah.
If you got people that are reporting to you this morning, you better be bringing them coffee and tacos, man.
Oh, and for the guys on military, it's good that nothing got set on fire yet. Yeah, you got to wait a little. Wait till we win the series.
I haven't seen on the socials.
Yeah.
But I hope we didn't go too far down on military last night. I'm sure we had some honkers down on Chavez, but I'm sure it was kind of like.
Oh, I know. And downtown, too, of course.
Yeah, maybe we had
I love
few.
That.
I'm not allowed to say Chavez anymore, am I? Durango.
Oh,
Let's
Durango.
Go back to, it took me 3 years to get off Chavez.
See?
I got to get back to Durango. But I'm sure we had honkers last night. I hope De'Aaron Fox was one of them. I know he's the one of the Spurs that kind of fell into one of those last little honking parades, and he should be celebrated. He should be the grand marshal of our honking parade last night. Player of the game. 9 points in the first quarter. He was ready for this. Attacked. He's a seasoned vet, and everybody talked about it. It's rough. Can you imagine? You're the highest paid Spur. You're the best acquisition the Spurs have ever had. You are in the best boat you could be on. And you're in the second round of the playoffs on national TV. This is your first opportunity to beat a man and lay an egg. So the retort was 9 early. He and Wemby started. Again, the numbers are the thing when you look at this kind of beat down. Normally you look at these and go, this ain't good for anybody. This sucks for Timberwolves. They didn't offer any resistance at all. And for the Spurs, you really didn't have to do that much. So you don't know how good you could be. I don't know how good I am when I beat a dude that's giving me about 60% effort. But we talked about it in the first segment. Fortune favors the bold, man. The Spurs attacked at every opportunity, whether it be man-on-man. There was no settling last night. You touched the paint. Doris Burke was great about illustrating one of the basic tenets in basketball is don't take a shot until all 5 of your guys have touched the paint, which to do that normally involves at least one pass. Don't do it until everybody has gotten themselves committed to the offense. And certainly there were pull-up threes, but for the most part to start the game was let's meet at the rim and good things will happen. They fell into foul trouble early. The Spurs spread the ball and shared the ball highly appropriately. 7 guys in double figures. No one played more than 26 minutes. It was the ideal outing for a game 2, considering the situation they would have been in if they had lost. Lots of heroes last night. We're going to, in the next segment, we'll look at one of the more important heroes. Just coming up in 8 minutes. I'm going to tell you, the secret weapon. The secret weapon for the Spurs was obvious. We saw it. I hope you did. I did. Did you see it, Vic?
No.
You didn't see the secret weapon?
Mm-mm.
I did. I thought it was pretty obvious. Well, we had the secret weapon. It was out there last night in about 9 minutes, I'll tell you. I started watching F1 during the great shutdown. They were the only event that was willing to get going, and they have races in the Emirates. So I got into the F1 thing right at the apex of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton was a driver for Mercedes at the time. He had won multiple world championships. And when we think of what the American stars are worth, are paid, and their value in the social fabric, it pales. It literally pales to the international sports. Well, we look at LeBron, and LeBron is a plausible star around the world. Not like Lewis Hamilton. We look at Steph Curry, and Steph Curry's face is on every corner in just about every country in the world. Not like Lewis Hamilton. I mean, Lewis Hamilton with the F1 in that day and age when they had won so many and they had the full financial backing of Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton was the thing, the driver. And he was on the team that spent the most money. They were the New England Patriots with a bankroll of Mercedes. When other teams were spending $100 million to prepare their car, Mercedes was spending $500 million. See, there's no salary cap. There's no payment limit at F1. You got the money, you can spend it all. I don't know how much Hamilton was making a year, but it was nearly $100 million. This is a year. The level of scale, the scale of stardom for him was X what our big stars are. And, he ran his run. Now he's no longer with Mercedes. He's been riding Ferrari, and they're still winning. He's still a great driver. But, as with all old bulls, they tend to walk a little slower, and the young bulls tend to run a little faster. And you just kind of hang around, and that's where Lewis Hamilton is. He's still an old bull and a great driver, but now the worst thing that could happen, it'll take your legs, Lewis. You're in with Kim Kardashian. I think the Kim Kardashian has become the Dancing with the Stars for fading stars. Go get with Kim, and you get a little bounce. You might actually get the golden glitter trophy, and prolong your career just a little bit. But she's going to suck it all out of you. You can take that for what it's worth. I've seen videos, but she's going to take it all. There's something about the Kardashian curse. You're going to be left a wretched refuse of leftover Kardashianness. Look at the wake of the Kardashian curse.
You just need to stay away, man.
Dude, what are you doing? And the thing that concerns me is,
I get it.
It's not like he's like an actor that, or a singer that would just go out and release a bad record or, do a bad movie. Just because you're so in love, you can't focus on what you're doing.
Not more.
Leonard Hamilton is strapping his ass into a car going 225 miles an hour around a corner in the rain. I kind of need 100% of you, brother. I think you need 100% of you. This is not a good matchup, man. Kim, the Kardashian name's going to suck the life out of you. You're gonna throw it into reverse on accident, thinking of that big ass. You're gonna do something weird. You're gonna end up hurt. You're gonna remember that basketball player that she dated about 20 years ago? Not the very first one. A guy named Humphreys was his name. Chris Humphreys.
Remember. The only one that comes to mind is Odom.
You know what Chris Humphrey is now?
In jail?
No, he's a scarecrow in a cornfield in Iowa. He's the predicate to a movie, a horror movie. He's just strung up on a big cross in the middle of an Iowa cornfield with a burlap bag over his head, scaring the crows away. That was the first husband in the basketball. I can't imagine what's going to happen to Hamilton. It can't end well.
Yeah. Was Pete Davidson the only one to escape kind of alive and moving on, right?
What? You know what happened to Pete Davidson? When he left her, all of his tattoos just fell off.
Oh, it made him.
They just like fell off his body.
Being with her made him remove and spend all that money to
I
get him
just
off.
think she sucked it right out of him. I think she just sucked the tattoos were on him, and he went home, and they're gone.
Nobody learns.
Te dije, a ver. No, sometimes, and I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. Sometimes, you'll give a little bit for that. One time. I mean, it's Kim Kardashian.
That's toxic, man.
Well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got to see how hot that stove really is.
It's the Medusa. Sometimes
you're
tempted. But...
Sometimes I got to look at those snakes. Sometimes I got to turn around, look at Gomorrah, Sodom. I got to turn around and sometimes it might be worth the squeeze. I don't know. But if I knew my day job was strapping my ass into an F1 car,
is it worth it?
Going 200 miles an hour, and I'm coming into a turn.
We're so gullible, man. We're simple people. We just want booty.
Yeah. I got some kind of little tiny Swede on my ass driving 200 miles an hour, and I just think, and I get a flashback of that big ass right at the wrong time. Boom, it's over.
Man, how many miles are on that? About 200,000.
Well, yeah, there's
about 400.
Yeah, she's been down pit row once or twice herself,
Yeah.
but haven't we all?
Yeah,
I'm not going to hold that against her. But it's the president I'm more concerned with, and Lewis Hamilton in his Mercedes it's kind of scary. They've been seen together lately. They've been kind of canoodling around. They've been, kind of hiding out, but just enough to be seen, but not enough to. It seems to me that this is a Lewis Hamilton attempt to bounce. Like, we let's act like let's put our heads down, but make sure the cameras see us, but act like we didn't want to be seen. They're doing that
right
now. There's another couple out there that the reckoning has already begun, and it's getting gross, man. There's something behind the scenes of this Rossini-Vrabel thing. A boat, pregnancy. We're going to talk about, somebody got an Eskimo brother. We're going to figure out who the brothers are and who was first. I think Spurs win, by the way, and OKC and LA, lots of initials coming back. We got more NBA and Rossini and Vrabel on the other side. That's coming up next. You're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
As a parent, you said you'd never give up the convertible. Look, the van even has its own vacuum. You said you'd never stop listening to your music.
Do your happy dance, do your happy dance, yeah.
You said you'd never schedule your life around a stuffed animal.
Nobody panic. Bun Bun is still at daycare.
You said you'd never give in to demands.
2 kids' meals and a chocolate shake.
And never put them in harm's way.
I'll be right back, little man. Just gonna pop in the store for diapers.
But never happens. And no amount of time is okay to leave your child in a car by themselves.
Long line today.
Temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you every time you park the car. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Huddle up! Hey, morning all. Hey, morning Huddle dudes and ladies. Dudettes. Thanks for hanging with us. You know, there is a reason above and beyond listening to this fantabulous sports talk radio show when you go to our YouTube feed. And it's to go look at the artwork, the daily Banksy-esque artwork that
I had to do it pretty quick this morning,
Vic puts together every day as the cover skin. What would you call this?
It's the YouTube cover.
The YouTube
podcast
cover.
Yeah.
Our podcast cover page. The artwork and the sheer effort that
the
Vic,
detail.
He's I'm not saying he's a modern day impressionist. But I am.
I dabble.
But I
dabble.
am. I'm saying that the artwork that comes out of that studio is far above his pay grade. I can tell you that. It's fantastic. So
thank you.
Yeah, it really is. So it's worth going to look at it just to see what's going on.
Trying to have KBB keep the chain on was
Well, you know what I like about it is, in all of the pictures, I'm yoked.
Yeah.
I never look like that.
I told you.
I'm gonna put this on my driver's license picture. My
yeah.
Can you have an avatar on your passport?
Yeah, I want to look like this.
Anyway,
yeah, here you go.
That you.
Yeah.
And eventually, when everybody is wearing the glasses that have all the stuff in the lens, where you can see like Neo, the code falling, and you can read your email, and you can all in the lens. I'm just gonna have an avatar, and that's all you're gonna ever see of me. I'm going to look like the Vic impression. I'm going to be the old dude with just the jersey on, no T-shirt underneath. And this is the only time of the year you're allowed to do that. And even then, you need a special dispensation. Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, if you're wearing a Spurs jersey, please wear a T-shirt underneath it.
Yes.
I don't know why we have to remind everybody every year. I don't want to see your arm hair, man. I'm not on the court. I'm not playing you.
Even then, if you're on the court, wear a shirt under.
Yeah, I get that. That's part of the business. I get that.
Well, we grew up with shirts and skins.
Shirts
man.
and skins. Yeah.
I mean, I just always made sure I had my shirt on.
There was never
on back then.
There's a movie called Along Came Polly that had the girl from Friends with the haircut, whatever her name is, Brad Pitt's ex-wife.
Aniston.
Aniston. She starred in it, and Ben Stiller. And there's a scene where they're playing pickup basketball, and it goes to shirts and skins. And that's just part of, if you've seen that, you know that at one point a guy sticks his nose accidentally in the hairy armpit of a dude and throws up, which I've seen that happen. That's just part of the game. You just got to tough that out. So if you're playing, that's okay. But as a grown-ass man, put on a T-shirt. If you're over 12, put on a T-shirt. And I'm going to go one step further, as I have about a minute.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, stop wearing wife beaters to like your walk-in and your post-game presser.
That's what he's doing.
He's wearing. Go look at the post-games.
Okay.
That's not a look that anybody should be proud of. That's the only time you're allowed to have. Now you can wear a nice white tank top when it's appropriate, but like a fancy ribbed wife beater. The only time it is appropriate to have that on
is outside your mobile home.
Is if you're starring in an episode of Cops. That's it.
Okay.
And Anthony Edwards had his, your star treatment walk-in video on Monday night. He was showing up like Willis Reed in the frost, strutting in, had everything. I'm playing tonight, and he's wearing a wife beater and ripped jeans, and not the best look for me. I mean. It's certainly it's no SGA who is by far the fashion icon that I look to as we dress. Hey, Spurs win, and we got full fun coverage around the bend. How'd they do it? And is it translatable to Minnesota? What are they going to have to do to win at least both of them? At least one of them, actually. And also, Huntavirus.
I know. What's going on there? Hey,
Huntavirus.
Talked to the news guys, and he avoided me. Aha!
You might have the Huntas. And no Triple Crown again? Hang with us. It's coming up next.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead.
sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm. Fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-793-8074 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-793-8074. That's 800-793-8074. What do you have to lose? Call 800-793-8074. Again, 800-793-8074.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
If debt has become a part of your story, maybe it's time for a new chapter. Connect with NFCC. We match you with trusted nonprofit credit counseling services to provide you a path to financial freedom. We're your sidekick that can make you feel like the main character in your story again. No judgment, no pressure. Just the advice you need on your terms. Visit nfcc.org/yourside or call 833-837-7698 to get started. NFCC, on your side, by your side.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Working trouble spots at 410 southbound at Winco. That's an accident, right lane. 35 northbound at Splashtown. That stall's taking up a right lane. Road work continues. 35 southbound Schertz Parkway to Evans. 2 right lanes are blocked. It's almost an hour delay, about 55 minutes. And that's what's got you slow from FM 1103. And southbound 35 Judson on down to O'Connor. 6-8-minute ride due to road work. Stop and go from Pat Booker Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time saver traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Spurs got back on track in a huge way last night in the second game of the second round of the NBA playoffs. The Spurs beat the Timberwolves 133-95. They started fast and finished faster. It went this way. We had 7 players in double figures, and nobody played more than 26 minutes in the win. They'll get back to work on Friday night at 8:30.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Huddle up! Gather around the fat guy. Let's got stuff to talk about. It's the Morning Huddle here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. When I was in 6th grade, I was the center.
Ah.
You know, the center. We'd have to stand wherever we were supposed to be. I'd have to find the ball.
Yeah.
Find the ball, and go stand 7 yards behind the ball, raise my hand, say, huddle up!
You were that guy.
I was that guy.
Yeah. I was just the guy that always got hit by that dodgeball. That bang! That rubber, whatever that's.
No, it was
That
one
was
thing
me.
to get hit by the rubber ball.
Yeah.
It was another thing to be hit by the rubber ball when you were about 3 inches in front of the wall on the backside of the gym.
And
so you got
all
that
sweaty.
You got the snare drum effect where the ball hit you, you hit the wall, and then you hit the ball again before it bounced off your face.
It was awful.
Brap!
Good days. I see. That's how we guys grew up.
That's how we
man.
get here. Welcome on to the Morning Huddle here on 94.1. We are indeed San Antonio Sports Star, though we go worldwide. If you join us on the intertubes, I hate it when people say that. If you join us on YouTube, thank you for joining us. All you Brigade Bar types, lots of you there. Make sure you're pressing that thumb button with the up, the gig 'em. Make sure you're smashing that. Thanks for everybody joining us this morning. And because I appreciate the Brigade Bar far more than most. I talk about y'all, every one of you, kindly, and you're in my prayers on a regular basis. Just want you to know that. I'm going to give you guys the exclusive opportunity to play the Double Dong Challenge. We actually had 2 home runs yesterday, though our choice, the Wookiee, went with Josh Young. Did not happen, but Seager hit him one. So one more opportunity today. In fact, you can listen to your choice on our beautiful airwaves today. They're going to play a businessman special, the Yankees and the Rangers, the Youngies. And you will have yet one more opportunity to win the Double Dong Challenge. You pick a home run hitter today, and if he does indeed hit 1, we got tickets for you. Free tickets to go see a game. If he hits 2, we got tickets and a hotel room. And somebody's going to have to win this thing, or I'm going to have to go up and use them myself. The Spurs, it was, as everybody prayed for, I mean, this city would have exploded if we'd have lost last night. The anger, the vitriol, the finger pointing, boy, De'Aaron Fox would have been in for it. And Fire Mitch, and there would have been 100 other culprits in the loss if that didn't go down. But we got the opposite. We got the Spurs that we've grown accustomed to since January, the team that hasn't lost back-to-back games since then. It's just a meeting of young kids that refuse to give up and a young coaching mind that's deserving of all the credit that's coming his way. Because last night was an effort that was fueled by both those things. You had 7 guys in double figures. Nobody played more than 26 minutes. It was the teamiest team effort of any Spurs good to better, better to best we've ever seen. That so many of us of a generation still are going to continue to compare this iteration of the Spurs to the old one. And the old one, we've got the venerable dudes, and I don't need to talk about the Rushmore that was playing. But we never saw that like we saw last night. We haven't won a playoff game like that since 1983. It's so hard to get out of that paradigm that there's no Tim, Tony, or Manu walking out that gate. It is Steph. And it is Dylan, and it is De'Aaron, and they are led by the big one himself. This is such a different iteration, and let me tell you, at their age, they're better. I don't think anybody of the previous generation, when they were both at their best, when both teams were fully clicking and everything was working, boy, it'd be a game. It'd be a game. And last night, the Spurs were on Exhibit A. Now, I praised them enough. Let's get to how they got there. First of all, Minnesota left their game in the locker room. They were not prepared to go out and fight the way you were going to have to fight to beat a team that was absolutely desperate to win. They didn't come out strong. They were in foul trouble immediately. And we'll talk about the refs. Get out of the way, guys. But the fact of the matter is, the fortune favored the bold last night. The game plan was to attack the rim from 90 feet out. We attack the rim the moment the ball comes in bounds. At 94 feet, you catch the ball 4 feet in, you're attacking the rim. I know it's way down there, but you're attacking that. You're not attacking right here. You're not getting to the three-point line. That's not the goal. You meet Gobert at the rim. You beat Terrence Shannon back. And they did. And then there was the X's and O's brilliance of, you know what else we're going to do? We're going to fast break on every one of their made baskets. And let me tell you, if they'd have made more baskets, we'd have scored 150. Think of that. If they would have made more shots, we would have beat them by more. Because without hesitation, the moment we saw their shot go through their net and they got 2 points, we were already in transition. We boat raced them in the first quarter and never looked back. Now, there's always a run and there's always a reaction. But, Mitch, not only are you even on the scoreboard, I think you're even +1 in coaching because you capitalized on something I did not expect to be able to do. Because what we saw on Monday was three-quarter court pressure, Jaden McDaniel up in De'Aaron Fox's jock, man. Just wore De'Aaron out. Wore his ass out. Well, to Mitch's credit, let's just make it easier on De'Aaron. It's much harder to hit a moving target. Keep going downhill. We attack the rim from the moment we bring the ball in. Everybody touches paint, and then we worry about threes. Victor going to have to go take some extra shots because this three-point didn't fall him, but they fell at appropriate times. He didn't have his best game stat-wise. He had as good a team game as you can have. He was helpful. He was a willing passer. He was, he's still going to take his threes, and some of them being ill-advised, but that's you get that when you're Victor. But this was an extraordinary team effort, and we praised De'Aaron Fox's first quarter. Let's praise 4 quarters of Steph Castle's defense. Steph is just separating himself and becoming, for lack of a better word, and Brigade Bar, help me on this. Is he a bully? I think Steph is a bit of a bully. I love it. I think he's the kind of guy that not only is going to hit a jump shot over you, when he's defending you, you're going to wear a knee in the thigh, you're going to take an elbow to the ribs. I'm going to come over the pick and I'm going to be on your back. He's picking fights. This is next level playoff stuff. The theme for today, fortune favored the bold. And Steph Castle strapped him up yesterday and was ready to go. Julius Randle got pounded out of the first quarter. Now, he's an old savvy vet, but Steph Castle beat the snot out of Julius Randle in the first quarter on both sides of the court. It was the game ball as far as heart and fortitude, the Manu Ginobili lion of the game. That was Steph Castle, man. He is becoming that kind of heartbeat on defense that allows Dylan Harper to be the heartbeat on offense. When De'Aaron, of course, isn't commanding that kind of respect. We had help from every level. If you put on your shorts last night, if you had on your Spurs whites, you got to play. And if you had the opportunity to take a shot, you got to score. Everybody who dressed out played. Everybody who took a shot scored. Only Bismack, he got his 3 minutes in, and he's a trillionaire. He got 3 minutes and nothing across the rest. But, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the kind of victory that was absolutely perfect for the Spurs. Now, does it translate? The defense does, and the defense was, again, just absolutely spectacular. The heartbeat of this team is indeed defense. Yesterday, we're under orders to be very much more socially active, if you haven't noticed.
A little.
And if you do see it, please follow. I mean, I get graded on this crap. But I did bring up something that I wanted to talk about as far as – I want to do this in the next segment. You know, after what we saw in the game one was Wemby getting 12 blocks. And if not for the loss, I'm telling you, he offered a defensive gem, the likes of which you see once every 10 years. I hadn't seen anything like what he did defensively in that game one, and it's going to be forgotten because the Spurs lost. But that 12 blocks, that's most in what 100 years? I don't. Has that ever happened? It's going to be kind of lost, kind of like when Tim Duncan hit the most fabulous three I have ever seen him make, and then Derek Fisher come down and make the other one. It's going to get lost in the annals of what the Spurs have done, but what he did defensively was extraordinary. And my question was, would you rather see that 12 blocks and all the nopes and all that, or would you prefer to see Wemby hit, say, 7 threes? And I think your answer to that is how you view Wemby and how you view the Spurs. If you want 12 blocks every night, but you'll live with 4 or 5 missed threes and expanded offense, that's one thing. Or do you want Wemby to be the offensive Kevin Durant, Wilt Chamberlain, 40 a night, get the threes and do all of that? What's your formula? I think and there's not a wrong one. But, it tells me a lot about what you see. Coming up next, we're going to talk about that. And, hey, Military Drive, everything okay down there? I'm going to need somebody to check in. Anybody gone down the road? Is there a fire? Anybody tipping gas? And we don't want to burn up the shirts, but
no.
Gas is, upwards of $5 a gallon for some of that premium stuff. That's getting a little expensive. I hope Military.
They're doing kerosene.
So if anybody is traversing down Military Drive, down in my own stomping grounds, let me know.
Yeah, save the firecrackers for when we, win the whole thing. Come on.
There's no fire over there by South Park, is there? You're not burning in the parking lot. Nothing on Roosevelt is aflame.
That's funny, man.
We'll talk about appropriate celebrations.
Wow. Can't have nothing.
I haven't seen the social media because the game was over so late, and maybe because it was so late, all the kids were at home doing homework.
Yeah,
and
no,
they
weren't.
I think that they just didn't have an opportunity to go out and celebrate the way that we would like to see them celebrate. That's just me. But if there was indeed a firefighting celebration, let me know. On the other side, the Spurs win. And by the way, we got other basketball to talk about. The Knicks, they just keep on nicking, and let's see if OKC starts to get that motor revved up. More NBA talk. Spurs win, and Tuesday we're going to talk Hunter virus next. You're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I got a question for you. Did you wake up this morning sore from all the cheering? Did you fist pump so hard you hurt something? If you woke up this morning in pain, don't live with it. Fix it. And that's what Arasti is here for. Arasti has made their name on fixing pain fast. There are branches all over San Antonio, all over this great country, because they fix pain fast in ways you might not have considered. They accept most insurances. You don't need a referral to go. So while I'm talking, write this number down, 1-800-404-6050. Call it post haste, and you'll see an Arasti provider today. And if you need to find one, go to Arasti.com. They got a map of all the providers. Let me tell you, they're adding more every day. I bet there's one right now, less than 10 minutes from where you are. So if you're dealing with a sprained shoulder, maybe it was that high five shoulder that hurt you, or maybe climbing those stairs at the frost kind of wore out your back or your hamstrings, whatever the pain is, act like a professional. Go get treatment. And Arasti is waiting on you. Their hands-on approach gets things fixed in ways that you might not have considered. Under 4 visits gets most Arasti patients back in the game. So what are you waiting on? Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call an Arasti provider today. Go see an Arasti provider today and thank me later.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com. That's NOVObrew.com.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, May's weather is pretty nice, but those hot summer days are going to be here soon. Don't wait until the heat hits to try to avoid high energy bills. Upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off duration, woodscapes, and super deck products May 1st through the 11th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is your job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Woo! It's The Morning Huddle. Here on 94.1, we are indeed San Antonio's sports star. Thank you for hosting our antenna, Floresville. That's where our license is. The Floresvillians.
Right? Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Like Floridians?
Like Floresvillians?
Yeah. We're San Antonians, right?
Yeah, we're pouring one out for AJ. He's going to be out today and tomorrow. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's just having something done that men of his age every now and then have to have done.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be fine, though.
It's just funny with him.
We'll let him
I'm
tell
sorry,
you.
I know the real one, but I can't say. But yeah,
he's all right. He's all right. Resting comfortably, I hope, by now. It's a small Friday edition. The Spurs now 1 even. We had a game prior to that. Philadelphia and the Knicks are just rolling. I don't think the Knicks are playing particularly well. It's just the 76ers. You know, the debate, we have seen both sides so ridiculously well regarding the Joel Embiid, is he or isn't he worth it? We've seen the dominant Joel Embiid that is an unstoppable force. We've seen him play hurt, and then we've not seen him at all in a matter of a week. The entirety of Joel Embiid's career encompassed in 1 week. I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey. I don't feel bad for Paul George. he's making some dumb decisions, but they're just not enough to go against a Knick team they're just savvier. They're playing at home. Now, Philly probably got enough talent on the court to win a game there, but without a fully functioning Joel Embiid, without at least 85 to 90% of Joel Embiid, Philly doesn't have a prayer, and it feels that way. So that just feels like it's frittering slowly away. Tonight we get the other game twos. Oklahoma City, LA. Are we intrigued by this at all? Is this? I don't understand. The Spurs get relegated to the NBA equivalent of the Big Ten network, Peacock and the NBA Sports Net or NBC Sports Network. Yeah. And the Oklahoma City, LA Lakers series just feels dull. Yawn. I guess it's how the rest of the country used to feel when the Spurs were in the playoffs and we were the best team easily in the West. And there wasn't really anything captivating about us.
Yeah.
We were just going to.
We had to wait till like the semis.
Yeah.
If not the finals.
Yeah. It was really the Western Conference Finals before anybody gave us a look because it was going to be methodical. It was going to be, professional. It's going to be surgeon-like. It's not going to be painful and agonizing. There's not going to be a 45-point drubbing. Shea's not going to go and get 70. There's not going to be a guy on the OKC team that hits like 9 threes. They're just going to roll out and beat you by 10, 15. They're going to come to work. It'll be an opportunity for SGA to get some shots up, since I understand he doesn't shoot in practice. They're just going to dispatch the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to offer a little bit of resistance, but I just don't see it. I feel 4 games, and the Lakers are never within 10 or 12 points, and there's nothing that you'll point at OKC's greatness other than, damn, they're good. Who was that masked man? Who was that team? They came in, kicked our ass, and left a nice tip and said thank you when they left. So there's just not a lot of there. The Spurs are in, I believe, the most intriguing of the series. So tonight, what's to look forward to is Oklahoma City's just continued toughness. They're just going to keep rolling. The Pistons and Cavs, I do find interesting. Because the Pistons are gaining momentum, and I like watching young teams led by one dude who is already extraordinary, finding out that, if help is available, things get easier. A burden shared is a burden halved. And Cade Cunningham is fully capable, he's proven it against Orlando, of going out and beating mid-level teams on his own. We know what Cade can do. I mean, he'd go get 45 just about anybody. Now, that's to the detriment of his team. It's a little bit of that Russell Westbrook-itis where, I'll get mine. We ain't going to win, but I can get mine. Cade's realizing, he can get his, but when he has a Tobias Harris, when he has another helpful guy that will take half the burden, when he's got 3-point shooting on the corners just waiting for him, it gets so much easier. And when that team gets confident, they're not going to look nearly as pretty. They're certainly not going to be nearly as public in their winning, in the way that they're winning. They're not going to get the credit they're going to deserve in beating a big, strong, tough Cleveland team who feels like they belong, though nobody else does. And when and if they take care of Cleveland, which I do believe they're gonna, easier than a lot of people think, I don't think they're going to get the credit. And I don't think New York is having to work that hard against Philadelphia. I think Detroit, over the next couple of games, if Cade Cunningham continues to be able to share some of the burden, and he has help offensively from other places, defense is getting tougher and tougher and tougher. Isaiah's getting meaner and meaner. That defense is going to take care of itself. And anything they get from Duren is gravy. I think that Detroit is sitting there in the weeds, just waiting to get to the finals. The number one is going to get there despite what we saw against Orlando. It was just a matter of finding things and getting things figured out. I think that'll be worth the watch tonight because I don't expect much out of the Oklahoma City series. Maybe Austin Reeves can find his way and shoot themselves into comfort. Maybe they can. Maybe Oklahoma City's going to spend all day long like Minnesota did on the couch. They got their win. I just think it's going to be ridiculously easy and getting easier. And even with a Lucas sighting, with every passing minute, the way that Oklahoma City grows in confidence as a team that just knows how to do it. And finally, they're getting it from guys that, it's really nice to get. They still don't have their second best player on the court. You know, it's almost summer, and teams are about to exit, go on vacation. Reason number 1,070, and for those of you that are cruise people,
I never was.
If you're a cruise person, you're not going to listen to me. You enjoy the cruise life. But for anybody that has ever been on the, well, maybe, I don't know how you ever go on a cruise again, or even book one. Hunta virus. Could you come up with a scarier name?
You know what that reminds me of? That movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, well
Remember?
Yeah. It doesn't take a lot to catch my attention. We start talking about diseases. I think we're all kind of like, what? So these people, are they stuck? They're still stuck on the boat, right?
I think so. 2 people died. Or 3 people.
I saw them. I saw the cruise line exit one of the. There was a body bag.
That's not the way you want to leave a cruise.
And then I saw another one where when you're getting transported and everybody around you is wrapped in blue plastic.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Things aren't going well for you, man. The hantavirus. Have you ever heard of the hantavirus?
Yeah, like the only time I've heard of it was that movie Outbreak. That was the only.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
They called it the hantavirus there too.
Hantavirus. They were comparing it to the outbreak that the monkey gave. You know, like it's not Hanta, it's not this, because it is transmitted through animals,
rats, right?
Through rats and through the urine, through all of that. So, but there's no history of it being transferred human to human, but they did port in Argentina where the hantavirus is probably more likely to develop, and that's what caused them to suspect, that's where it came from. I saw a doctor talk about this yesterday on a TikTok feed, and it was just unreal on the chain of events that had to happen for this to happen.
So they're going to have to start advertising cruises, kind of like they advertised the latest drug to treat irritable bowel, where they're going to show you dancing around on the deck of the boat, and you're in the pool, and you're getting a suntan, and you're wearing your tuxedo and sitting with a captain. But possible side effects might be hantavirus, might be hantavirus, coronavirus, turds in the hall,
big old
exploding toilets.
Nope,
there are side effects to cruising. It's transmitted by, so that not only do you have the virus, it also tells you that they have rats on the boat, and urine in the salad. Never will I be on a cruise. That's it. I'm sorry, man.
I don't
I'm
care
out.
if it's free. If they're like, here's all the weed you can smoke, here's all the beer you can drink.
I can't even imagine what.
Nope.
So there is the possibility of a dread disease. There's 3 or 4 that could kill you before we get back to dock. But you're still good with this? Did you buy your extra drinking pass?
Yeah. If not, we need to pay for this. Like, I ain't paying for crap.
I've got news yesterday. We're not going to have one of the big awards we're not going to give away this year. We're just not going to do it. One of those big ones that we talk about every year that we look forward to and covering. We're not going to do that this year. I'll tell you what that is next. You're on the Morning Huddle here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots as you head into your morning commute. 410 southbound Winco. That's an accident, right lane. Northbound 35 Splashtown, disabled vehicle, right lane blocked. This road work on 35 southbound Schertz Parkway on down to Evans, 45, 15-minute delay. 2 right lanes are blocked. Stop and go from FM 1103. And on southbound 35 Judson on down to O'Connor, this road work has you stop and go from Pat Booker Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Frankly, would you like to rap at the Testicle Festival? Can you give me a little rap?
You want me to spit a rap?
Yeah, I want you to spit a rap.
About balls? Yo, Testicle Festival. It's like an extraterrestrial. Widen my eyes when I see them calf fries.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to The John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla, too. My favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction to a big Game 2 inside the Frostbank Center.
The good, the bad, the ugly, we are all over what happened in Game 2 and already looking ahead to Friday night's Game 3.
And there's NFL talk as well as teams get ready for OTAs.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs and Timberwolves are even Steven, though the Spurs slapped the Timberwolves around last night. 133-95 final score. 7 players in double figures. Nobody played more than 26 minutes. They were led by De'Aaron Fox's 24, 9 in the first quarter to start things off. Steph Castle had 21 points as well.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo! It's 2008 all over again. Hey, welcome on the Morning Huddle. We're glad you're with us today. Hey, you want to double dong it, Vic? And I mean that in the kindest possible way.
Yeah. Edwin's here today. He can take the call.
All right, Edwin, sit comfortably in your little glass box. I think it would be appropriate if we finally got a winner today.
Yeah,
come on. We had 2 homers yesterday. For those of you that it might be new to our fine program, every time the Rangers play, we give our fine listeners and viewers the opportunity to win a couple of tickets to go see those fair Texas Rangers. But all you got to do is pick a guy for the Rangers, not the other team. And if they hit 1 home run, we got a lovely set of tickets. If they hit 2 home runs, you are treated accordingly. We'll upgrade your tickets and provide you with a hotel room to do things in that you might not want to talk about in polite company. That's up to you. But you got to pick the winner. And I want the Brigade Bar to be a part of this. Vic, how would be the best way to include our Brigade Bar? Because I'm unaccustomed with dealing with these people.
They would just, they have to call in.
So you're gonna have to call in. So Brigade Bar, you're gonna be, and I guess it's open to everybody, but I'm warning the Brigade Bar that it's coming right now. So Brigade Bar, as you're sitting, because you're probably someplace that you're close to your phone.
Yeah, we're on a 10-second delay, so give them about 10 seconds. I'd say give them a caller 20.
So the Brigade Bar gets, it's like a stagger in a 400-meter race that we're going to give them the stagger.
Yeah, we're giving a head.
So
head
what
start.
I do is I say because the Brigade Bar is getting it faster, right? They're getting the head start, or are they getting the delay?
No, they're getting the delay.
So they're behind everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I give them the wherewithal if I gave them like a special word and I'd say like Tinkerbell and then all the Brigade Bar? No.
Just say caller 20. That way, by the time it hits,
it'll shake out.
Yeah, and then we'll go through the calls and then.
There you go. See, that's expert radio right there. That's why we do these things. And also, we have Edwin that we can chain to a seat and talk to 19 other people and give them the bad news.
And tell Edwin hi.
So this is our double ding dong. Do we have a?
Let's see. No, I don't have a sounder.
Oh, that's right. We don't have the sound yet.
That's all I got.
And that's Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian, but that's a whole other topic. So caller number 20.
Yeah.
We got and you're going to know early. They're playing the Yankees early, a game you can catch on our fine sister brother station, 94.5 and 1250. And caller number 20, give us your choice to hit 1 or 2 home runs. You can get on the phone as fast as you possibly can. And number 20 will get the chance. And whoever the winner is, we will voice it loud and proud right here. So yesterday we found out that there's not going to be a Triple Crown winner this year. They're just not going to. The winner of the Kentucky Derby, they're not going to go to the Preakness. Don't you think that there should be shouldn't it be mandatory?
I would say.
No, if it's for the health of the horse, I can maybe buy it.
Right.
But there's one of those things that in America, as us Americans are so proud to be, proud Americans, and in America, there are certain things that we do, that we try for, we aspire to. And one of the more important things is over the summer, we at least track the Kentucky Derby because no one cares about racing until the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
And if you do, you better own a pickup and have muddy boots, or you've got probably a pretty healthy gambling addiction. I mean,
nothing wrong with that, but still,
as long as it's not breaking your bank.
Yeah, as long as it's healthy.
I mean, I'm addicted to a lot of things.
Yeah,
it doesn't end your life if you're handling it right. But but the guys that I know that are consistently out at the track. I'm not saying it's a terrible addiction because I'm addicted to Red Diamond sweet tea, and it's has the same kind of financial effect on me. I think
I'm addicted to Dr. Pepper Zero.
But we know that first Saturday in May we all become big hat wearing, bright suit wearing horsemen. Mm-hmm. We have our choices, and then we hope that that kind of momentum carries into the Preakness, that the winner is going to go and. There's not so much defending the crown, but you're going to go because you have the chance to chase the Triple Crown. I think it should be mandatory unless there's some kind of injury. I don't care how far or how short your horse can go. I want to see a Triple Crown winner. And Golden Tempo is going to skip the Preakness Stakes. James Trevino and I were talking about it, famous James. Yeah, he's got to go sell some semen.
Really?
Those little boys got really a lot more expensive with that Run for the Roses.
I ain't got none.
I know when I was in college, when I filled out that checklist in college when they would pay you for such things.
Yeah.
I didn't ever get to check the box. Are you, in fact, a Kentucky Derby winner?
Are you highborn or lowborn?
Are you lowborn? Are you highborn? Do you have a Kentucky Derby win in your past? Yeah. Oh, yours is worth a lot more now.
Are you mixed or are you pure blood, right?
Let's see, but
I'm mixed.
You have that horse and you think, go get the Preakness. Let's go for the Triple Crown. Or can we go put on a special glove and make about $3 million in the next day and a half?
Secretariat is my great-grandma.
Just
something like that.
So if you were Golden Tempo, the chestnut colt who just 4 days ago won a national award, the likes of which will be remembered forever, those trying to find a good radio word. Ejaculates.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Got really expensive. It's worth not going up to New York. I just wish it was kind of mandatory. Like, if you win the Kentucky Derby, you have to go to the Preakness. You have to go till you lose. Mm-hmm. You go till something snaps or pops.
Yeah, run the horse to the ground. Poor horse, man.
Nah, like this horse, for the rest of his days, is going to have a good life. His trainer's going to have nice, soft hands.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to meet with the finest of the four-hoofed lady types.
Nope. The hands will be stained green from counting all the money, but still.
No, the hands are going to have to be soft to help along the process that involves what's most valuable for him.
Yeah. So how much is it per...
About 8-9 horses a day.
How much is it per cup? Or bucket?
Dude. We all have...
right?
We all have the internet. We've all seen this. Have you seen the special box they use?
Yeah. Well, in Yellowstone, they showed a portion of that, right?
We got to see how that works.
Yeah. And he was surprised as we were.
Whoa.
I was like, what? Why is he putting on these gloves? Like, oh, my God.
What's about to happen? Yeah, that's the rest of Golden Tempo's life. But you get treated pretty good the rest of the day. I mean, you got wide open green fields. Get to go run and play.
The best oats.
I think we've got to change the format of the Triple Crown. Make it more cost-effective to run, because if I'm the Preakness, well, what the hell are we going to do now? You're like the the Preakness is still an event, but it's certainly not going to get the coverage it would have. It just seems so anti-American that we build up, we chase the Triple Crown. That's what we talk about. Those horses of legend make it. And then we get a good race, we get a horse out of nowhere, get a good story that could carry through. Nah, we're good. We're not going to play. Nah, we're good. We'll catch up with you. We have an update coming up on the other side on a news story that AJ and I talked about yesterday. I have an update on a manhunt. Remember we talked about that special forces dudes that ran into the woods?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have the rest of the story.
Ah, okay.
Coming up on the other side.
I was wondering about that.
And also, I want to ask you a question that we're going to address just after the 8 o'clock hour. I saw where that on Sunday night, Netflix is going to host a live event. It's akin to a world-class sporting event, a heavyweight boxing match, an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and then there is the roast of Kevin Hart coming up on Sunday. Would you rather be the roastee or the roaster? We'll talk about that coming up at the 8 o'clock. Hey, we're so glad you're with us this morning on the Morning Huddle, so much so that I might find something to give away in about 15 minutes. I don't know. That's just what we do. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mother's Day, this Sunday. Gifts I needed? Multiple. Time I had? Basically none. Was I stressed? Absolutely. Until I came to Macy's. Because now I'm finding gifts that feel thoughtful. A designer handbag, beautiful fine jewelry, great beauty gift sets that don't need to be wrapped. One trip to Macy's, and it looks like I planned it all along. Hurry in and save on the perfect gift at Macy's Mother's Day sale today.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Need your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Estimate based on your neighborhood average and individual results may vary.
When I saw how high my property tax bill was, I was shocked. We couldn't afford this. But I discovered Ownwell. Ownwell reduced my property taxes and saved me over $1,000.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be protested, and they can be reduced. But instead of filing protests yourself and very possibly losing your appeal, Ownwell does it all for you. And we give you the best chance to win and save big. Ownwell has reduced property taxes for hundreds of thousands of Texans and put money back in their pocket, and you can be one of them. And unlike other companies that take half of whatever you save, Ownwell charges just 25%. And that's only if you save.
Now I don't worry about my property taxes. Ownwell reduces it every year.
Sign up now for free. Don't pay unless you save. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000. Text TAX to 64,000.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
If debt has become a part of your story, maybe it's time for a new chapter. Connect with NFCC. We match you with trusted nonprofit credit counseling services to provide you a path to financial freedom. We're your sidekick that can make you feel like the main character in your story again. No judgment, no pressure. Just the advice you need on your terms. Visit nfcc.org/yourside or call 833-837-7698 to get started. NFCC, on your side, by your side.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
What's more valuable in San Antonio right now? The T-shirt that was given away in last night's win, or a fire extinguisher on Southwest Military?
Probably
Which
both.
would you rather have?
I'd rather have the T-shirt. Just let the fire burn.
Yeah.
I'm Mexican, so I want the T-shirt.
I haven't checked the socials. I hope that military's still.
No, they were hawking.
Not on fire.
I saw some videos. Yeah, I saw a few videos, and I didn't see maybe 5 or 6 that I saw. No fire. It's just a bunch of honking, people waving flags at the light, getting out of the car. And
did we have any twerking girls in the back?
Yeah, in the back of truck beds.
I'm all for it, of course.
Yeah. There was a few.
Just stay safe, kids.
Jeez. Mind you, we were doing this way back before you guys.
Again, I think this. I mean, there might be other cities that celebrate equal to us. I'm sure there are that will throw down with the best.
Yeah.
But there ain't anybody that celebrates any better than we do.
We have a river parade, right? Do we have a regular parade or just boat? Do we have both?
I drove the boat in the 2014.
But we only have the river parade, right? We don't have a regular.
We have a river parade. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
250,000 of our closest friends gather along our riverbanks and celebrate. We're a long way from there, but it certainly felt like it last night. The difference in the way the crowd felt from Monday to last night was different. It was like when
right?
Back in the old days when you would pick up your video camera and hold it onto your shoulder, put that giant battery in, then you'd look through the viewfinder, and then you'd have to put your hand on the lens and focus. You didn't have AI, you didn't have any kind of help. You had to focus yourself.
Yeah.
The entire city on Monday night was out of focus. It just didn't feel right. For those that were in the building, you could tell it was kind of guarded optimism.
And the fact that Wemby didn't make 1-3.
And then it started bad and it got worse.
Yeah.
And then, the crowd found itself in the fourth quarter and was truly a sixth man. It did will that team into being one shot away from a win, if not a tie. The crowd was dialed in last night. I think they had to learn, just like the players had to learn, there's a certain level of attitude you have to bring to the party yourself. You can't wait for your coach to fire you up. You can't wait for the video camera to shame somebody into putting on the T-shirt before you feel like, okay, I'm ready to go. You kind of got to bring your own energy. And if everybody brings it, there's a vibration to a stadium that you can feel. And you didn't feel it on Monday, and it was apparent and evident that it was going on last night, that the late hour provided people to gather more momentum. That place was about to bust open by the time the tip came. And it smothered the Timberwolves. It wasn't just the Spurs defense and fast break offense. It was the fans, too. The crowd was smothering. You could tell it. And a lot like Portland was – the young teams you can always see slump when they give up, when they know game's over. When the Spurs would hit a shot there with 7 or 8 minutes to go in a game and they're on a run, and you could just see Portland Trailblazers' shoulders go down like, yeah, we're going to play this thing out. There might be a chance, but now it's going to take something extra, an act of God to win. Well, last night, Minnesota's shoulders slumped, not with 4 minutes to go, but with 4 minutes into the game. You could just tell Minnesota was done. We got our win. We could go back to the locker room with a loss and still pat ourselves on the back. This is what you can tell. You don't say openly. You don't tell it to other people in the locker room. You don't even really like to think about it covertly. But it's in the back of your mind. I've already succeeded. I've already matched that plateau. And the Spurs kicked any want-to or maybes out of Minnesota about 4 minutes in. And you could see Anthony Edwards as he checked in that first quarter when he finally got in and tried to make a difference, tried to come in and say, all right, boys, your leader, your hero's here. And over-dribbled and missed shot and was off in his jump shot and just didn't go. You could see the rest of his teammates. You could see Julius Randle. You could see Diasu, the shoulders just slump. We're not going to win tonight. It got so bad that lovely and sweet Doris Burke, everybody's auntie, the one you invite to all the cookouts because she's fun and she's carefree.
Yeah.
Called out the Timberwolves like, but did you see that? They even went back to the replay and showed Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle strolling down the court like it was a Sunday afternoon in the park. Meanwhile, off every made basket, Mitch had his guys go. We're fast breaking on made baskets. We're gonna go at them. The old axiom, and anybody who's ever played basketball, what's the axiom? What do you do to a pressing team? You press them. Anybody who's ever played basketball, that's one of those things everybody knows. You want to discombobulate a team that's athletic and fast and does stuff, press them. They think they're the ones that mastered that. No, press a pressing team. See what they can do. Can they take their own medicine? Well, fast break over their press. The way that Minnesota came in game one, their decision was we are taking the head off the snake. We're going to take De'Aaron Fox out of this game. We're going to jump passes. We're gonna jump in with a double team, a triple team coming over the line, half court line. He gets to the timeline. He doesn't take a step past the timeline without 4 feet within him, around him. 2 guys 4 hands within 2 feet of him. He doesn't get to do that. Our counter was Mitch's chess play, his rook to black 4, whatever you say, was, all right, you want to pressure us? We're going to fast break. And it worked, and it was over in a heartbeat. I don't know if it's repeatable. I don't know if the adjustment will be as such to kind of keep that down. Now we're getting into master's level coaching. But the A goes to Coach Mitch last night, and it was borne out in the team effort after that. The team defense was extraordinary yet again. They didn't need 12 blocks. They didn't need Wemby to go and defend the entire half because Steph Castle picked up appropriate fouls. Dylan Harper did the Dylan Harper stuff, continues to amaze. But De'Aaron Fox, the unk of the group, came out and delivered what he had to deliver. And that was a first-round left hook to the nose. Didn't knock him out. But Minnesota's eyes watered, and they're going to wake up in the Twin Cities tied 1-1. And the worst-case scenario was, as Charles Barkley saw last night, you're going to have to beat that team 3 more times. We'll talk about how they did it and the secret weapon that'll bring it on. And, oh, by the way, it appears Travis Kelce is now a man. Talk about that, too. Hang around. We'll be right back.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots as you head into your morning commute. 410 southbound Winco. That's an accident, right lane. Northbound 35 Splashtown, disabled vehicle, right lane blocked. This road work on 35 southbound Schertz Parkway on down to Evans, 45, 50-minute delay. 2 right lanes are blocked. Stop and go from FM 1103. And on southbound 35 Judson on down to O'Connor, this road work has you stop and go from Pat Booker Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Facing production swings or a tough skills gap? Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Find your local office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster for contract and full-time jobs. Visit ExpressPros.com.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is bring your appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. It must provide a recent consumer mobile bill and the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a parent, you said you'd never give up the convertible.
Look, the band even has its own backing.
You said you'd never stop listening to your music.
Do your happy dance, yeah.
You said you'd never schedule your life around a stuffed animal.
Nobody panic. Bun Bun is still at daycare.
You said you'd never give in to demands.
2 kids' meals. And a chocolate shake.
And never put them in harm's way.
I'll be right back, little man. Just gonna pop in the store for diapers.
But never happens. And no amount of time is okay to leave your child in a car by themselves.
Long line today.
Temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you every time you park the car. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs and Timberwolves are even Steven, though the Spurs slapped the Timberwolves around last night. 133-95 final score. In the other game in the NBA, the Knicks held off the 76ers 108-102. Tonight we get two more of those game twos. Pistons lead the Cavs 1-0 with a tip-off in Detroit set for 6 o'clock, followed by the Lakers and Thunder in Oklahoma City. That one tips at 8:30.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, gather around. Find the fat guy and stand next to him. Let's huddle up. No, he's not here. No AJ. He's not the fat guy. But he is the guy most likely to get kicked in the face of our crew. He's out for the next 2 days. It has nothing to do with his aspiring and now just practicing UFC career. He's out for today and tomorrow. Convalescing. Just laying around doing nothing.
You pay somebody to punch you in the face.
The guy pays a monthly dues to get punched in the face. You know? Fight Club.
Yeah.
He's gone. I'm here. I'm Rob Thompson in his stead. But we have to give proper billing to the star of the show, KBB.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even wear his swag today.
I know.
Left his shades at home.
He stayed up late,
He's
too.
hard at work.
Yeah.
You know what? He's not an employee. He's a partner. But if you've got employees today that have brought their keys and are willing to go make a little roadie, you can go capitalize on the Spurs win. They win, we all win. And I was doing the math just now, Vic.
Okay.
This is one of those things that AI would be beautiful for. I think if we do this right, we can eat free all day long.
Right?
I think if you do this right and you map it out, you can go get something free all day long after a Spurs game. So I was looking at what's available. So right now, if you're anywhere near a taco palenque, anywhere near one, they're giving away free tacos right now, bean and cheese and potato and egg.
6 to 9, right?
That'll be going until 9 o'clock. So find your taco palenque. They're all over town. And you got about 58 minutes to go. If you're not into the tacos, which you're crazy if you're not, but a viable and wonderful substitution in my mind is La Panaderia. You've got free
Pan dulce.
Fiesta mini conchas for the first 50 at each location, which I think those are gone. Sorry,
they were there since 2 in the morning.
I got those. Those first 50 mini conchas are gone. And I'm not going to call out anybody who's giving away free stuff, but we can probably go whole concha. I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
You don't have to do many. Whole, you ain't going to be out that much, and people are buying your overpriced coffee anyway. But, hey, you're giving away free stuff, so go ahead. 8 Ball Coffee, speaking of, you got a free 8-ouncer till 10 a.m. Now, that's down on St. Mary's, so you know that's downtown. So you got free coffee waiting on you there. Now, Alamo Biscuit Company downtown is giving away free conchas. It doesn't have a time limit, I guess, till they run out of their free conchas. So that doesn't say many. So if you're chasing the concha, head to Alamo Biscuit Company. La Popular, if conchas aren't quite your thing, you're looking for something a little bit sweeter. Free glazed donut. Oh, it's over. Sorry. That ended at 8.
Oh.
Sorry. Damn it. But if you're not close to a La Palenque or Taco Palenque, La Michoacana, the meat market, they're giving away free breakfast tacos till 9 o'clock.
Oh, there's one on Austin Highway.
So, yeah. Michoacana, go by, and I don't know what kind, but I'm sure but, okay, so you got your breakfast taken care of.
Got it.
Go get your tacos, get your mini, get your maxi conchas, get your free coffee, and then head by Mars Pizza tonight, and you get free garlic knots from 2 to 5. If there's any other freebies that you know about, let us know so we can create part of the map. And if you do this right, like you're in college, it's like picking the right day.
Yeah.
You can eat for free. And then you end up your day at one of our many fine grocery stores or HEBs, and there might be sampling. You could, for the cost of the gas, which might actually be the cost of the meals, actually eat for free on after a playoff win. So while everybody's yawning, and if you guys can't go, if you're a manager of any ilk, if you have any care for those that you are entrusted with leading, go get them some coffee. They're exhausted.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Big Lou's Pizza on WW White?
Yes.
Yeah. So after a playoff win, people can get a free one-topping medium pizza with a purchase of a large. And that's all day today.
Now, a large pizza is not the Big Lou pizza. Right. Because a medium pizza, in my mind, if it's just medium off the Big Lou's,
like 12
it's still the size of a bed sheet.
It's not the size of like that table.
Yeah, that would be the large.
Yeah.
But see, there you go. So get yourself a free pizza with the purchase of other, right?
Yeah.
At Big Lou's. And Big Lou's, if you don't know, if you're new here, and there's lots of you are, that's one of those joints. There's probably 10 around the world, around the country, that serves those like 8-foot diameter pizzas.
Yeah, the giants.
Gigantic one.
Like one slice is the size of a regular pizza.
Oh, one slice is, in fact, it's bigger than a shovel. And, it's hard to make pizza good all the way to the middle when it's 8 feet across. And they do. Have you seen, they have a fancy oven. They had to expand
it's huge.
Have you seen that oven that they have to use? And that gigantic paddle that they have to use to move that pizza?
Yeah.
So if you get a free slice from Lou's, that's like going to the Alamo. That's like one of those San Antonio things that you kind of have to do. This is the fruits of winning. This is why you sit through all those losing years, because eventually the worm will turn, and it has. So enjoy the fruits of that, San Antonio, and wear your free T-shirt with pride. You think we're going to come? You think I can get both up in Minneapolis?
Oh, I don't know. I did see a guy on TikTok put on his Spurs shirt last night, sitting in his seat, but he's bigger than an extra large, so it looked all tight on him. And he goes, "Should I wear it or do I take it off?" And I'm like, "No, you got to wear it."
For those
they're going to put you on the jumbotron.
Well, you better put it on. They will shame you.
Yeah, they will.
And for the first game, in game one, when everybody, there were texts going out from a variety of sportscasters, reminding everybody, "Hey, tell everybody you got to wear the shirt. You got to wear the ribbon." And I was there for the first game. I get there in time to get my shirt, and we're doing all the warm-ups. And then the camera starts shaming everybody. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Well, and they found a fat dude, built like me, and they shamed him into putting it on. And it was a schmedium. It was not a good look for him. But he got fan of the game.
So what size are these shirts? Are they just
they're
various?
all, I think they're all XLs. And I do know that if you get there early enough and you are of a size that does not fit or comport with what they gave you, either it's too big or way too small, in my case, there is an area over by the main door where you can go trade out for a bigger or smaller size.
Yeah, see, that was my question.
So, but you have to get there early enough to do that. And the other problem with that is when you're playing at 8:30, everybody's there at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, like when the Spurs normally do their 7 or 7:30 tip, you have to be there so early, and a lot of people go home and go to work or come from work, and there's a lot of stragglers that get there just in time for game time. When the Spurs play at 8:30, everybody's there, and they don't open the doors till I guess it's like an hour and a half or so before
like
the game.
7, like right around 7.
I'm always there even earlier than that because
like 6,
I got work to do. Mm-hmm. But and I'll walk through and I'll know the fans aren't there, and then I'll notice suddenly that everybody's there. But with the playoffs, the line to get in at the stadium before they open the gate, everybody's already there. It's like all 19,000 people got there at 8:30 or 6:30. So they just open. So it's a little bit more difficult to go switch out your shirts because everybody's arriving at the same time. There's not like early arrivals that got in before anybody else. It's like they're all lined up coming in as soon because the tip's so late. Everybody had plenty of time to show up. But getting the shirt is only the half of it.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't fit, I'm pretty sure you could trade it somewhere else.
I think that the Spurs in a win like that, and if you fell asleep and didn't stay till the bitter end, it was a 133-95 close. In the second half, the Timberwolves were valiant in cutting it to 20. I mean, it took like a 9-0 run to get it down to 20 at one point. There was so little to happen in the second half that those games a lot of times turn into where it's not good for anybody. It's not good for the winning team. They didn't get anything out of it. They just went through the motions and stepped on an ant. And then the Timberwolves were the ant. They just kind of showed up, and 4 minutes in, we're already getting ready to go home, already juicing up the plane, getting ready to fly back to the Twin Cities. So in those situations, you think, is there anything good that can come out of it? Well, I think when Minnesota slumped their shoulders and realized midway through the first quarter that it ain't going to happen tonight. There ain't no cavalry coming over the hill. Yeah. There ain't no Anthony Edwards going to go give us 11 points in the third quarter. It ain't happening. Once that happened, the Spurs never let up. They kept coming. And Minnesota was trying to go through the motions. But when you're trying to go through the motions and when you're actually doing it, when they're side by side, it is so evident. What's that old saying? A Chrysler 300 looks like a Bentley till a Bentley scrolls up.
Yep.
Well, they looked like a Bentley until the Bentley rolled up, and it was so evident. That one team wanted it so much more, that it was so much more desperation, and other team was so profit-taking. You wonder how much can be gained. The gain was, the secret weapon was Carter Bryant. And you look at the numbers that Carter offered, it wasn't like he came in and hit 8 threes or single-handedly won the basketball game. That's not where his value lay. What Carter Bryant provides is, first of all, there's a little bit of threat offensively. You have to respect the three. But he gave us one more opportunity to ensure that we have 5 guys on the court that can defend anybody else on the other side. That all 5 can defend. You can switch on every pick if you have to. You don't want to. You'd like to go over the top. But you're capable of switching on picks. You're capable of having your guards defending the big on the dive. Because you do have a big center behind you. And just because Wemby's sitting and watching, Will Cornett, Champagnie, Keldon Johnson, all of them had decisive blocks. All of them did. And they're weak side help blocks. They're the blocks that you don't see coming. So you can play that kind of style knowing full well I got 5 dudes out there that can defend everybody, and then I've got guys capable of coming on the help side to block shots. And once that went down, Minnesota was done, cooked. That's the transferable part of the Spurs. Jump shooting comes and goes. 3-point shots from Champagnie, that's going to come and go, even to the greatest players. But that defense that the Spurs have now played 2 consecutive games worth of solid, unbelievably stout, connected, chained together, help defense for 2 consecutive games. You held the Timberwolves to 95 points. And it was a fast break second half. It wasn't like you were playing great defense. They can't shoot. And so what they did to win is the transferable part of winning. It wasn't streaky jump shooting, which certainly helps. It was the defense that was applied. It was the pressure never stopping. And it was the offense applying pressure to their defense and just wearing them out. He had those 7 guys, and that's all Minnesota's got, running all game long. Made basket, we don't care, fast break. Long rebound, we don't care, fast break. Everybody's going to touch the paint, then we're going to shoot threes. And then we'll let Julian just kind of warm up. And that's the transferable part of this. Now, they're not going to be as hot, and they're not going to have the crowd to keep them hot like they did in the second half. But what they did last night is what transfers, is what sends playoffs into those 3-1 switches, where a team could be way down and suddenly find the momentum and know that this works no matter where we are. It's not just a home court offense. It's a traveling offense. It's a traveling defense. It'll work in any environment. It's the running game in the snow. We didn't get 12 blocks from Wemby. We got a lot of blocks from a lot of people. That's help side defense. That's coaching. That's scheme. And when you get the combination of those 2 things, teams that are desperate and coaches that are spot on, you get a whooping like that. Minnesota can, in the back of their mind, can go back home saying, yeah, we punted that one, but we already took our profit. We bought the stock low. We sold it high. We're coming home with a little bit of money in our pocket. And they did. But what happened in the second half was such an obliteration that when you get obliterated like that, suddenly doubt starts creeping in. Like, man, we gave it to them, but man, look what else they took. They exposed us. They showed that we cannot run for 40 minutes. And with not a single Spur playing more than 26 minutes, that's a lot of fresh legs running around the court. That's a lot of legs going deep on a fast break that are hitting the paint. That's a lot of movement. And you could tell they were worn down. And then you add in the fact that some of the guys that they were excited to get back, their offensive help, the Asus, which I forever mispronounce his name, they don't bring the same, the Ayu Dosunmus, the Jalen Clark, the Bones Highlanders. They don't bring the same stuff. They don't have the same kind of oomph off the bench like the Spurs do. So as playoffs expose your weakness, the Spurs exposed a primary weakness last night. The bench is short, and they don't like to run. We got a long bench and young kids who are ready to go. Will it transfer? We'll see tomorrow night. But last night it felt awfully good. Coming back, Travis Kelce's finally a man. We hear from Rob Gronkowski that he's a better man. He's a Clint Black song. We're going to figure out how that happened. And I want to ask you about Kevin Hart's roast. And it's not so much about Kevin Hart. Would you rather roast somebody or be roasted?
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that coming up. You're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
San Antonio, I got some bad news for you. You got a drinking problem. Always have, really. You know, the aquifer that we suck our water from for our city or the well water we're bringing up into our houses depending on where we live. It makes some wonderful sweet tea and fine light beer, but what's in that water you do not want in your pipes, in your appliances. There's some sediment in there. Adds some flavor for sure, but let me tell you, you don't want it. Now, there's a lot of reasons why. Primarily, you don't want to call a guy with rubber boots to show up to your house to fix your pipes. You don't want to call a couple of guys with a dolly to replace your refrigerator because it's full of a bunch of sediment from the water you've been drinking. You want to make sure that's all taken care of long before it even comes into your house. That's why I have always had a Connecticut water treatment system. From the house I grew up in to my first couple of houses I bought, the Connecticut was the first number I called because I knew the value of what they bring. Not only does the water taste great, but I know my pipes are protected. I know I'm not losing whites to grays. I know I'm not losing powder on the dishes. I got a Connecticut. Call them today and get the very best. And they got a gift for you, a reverse osmosis drinking station they're going to put on your kitchen. I paid for it. You're going to get it free, and you're never going to need to buy another water bottle. Call Connecticut and get the very best, and I know you're going to come by and thank me later.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more at every Tuesday home game. First pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Here it comes. Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise? Saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Let's give something away, Vic.
What?
Let's give something away.
Yeah, what do you got? Let's see.
I got some family 4-pack to go see the Wichita Wind Surge.
What a name, man. They're running out of names, right?
The Wind Surge.
I thought it was a wind gust.
Well, you get a wind surge after I've had a bowl of chili.
So what's next? They're going to name it the Cold Front.
Speaking of cold front.
Right, there is one now.
Did you wake up shocked like I did? I went back in and changed shirts.
No, yesterday about 7:30, I noticed the garage got cooler. You know, when I was putting stuff
What
in
were
the
you
recycle.
doing in the garage?
Well, you know,
Yeah,
just, you know.
throwing away the trash.
Yeah, I was cleaning up.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. But yeah, it was cooler. I didn't, I wasn't sweating in there.
Dude, it's dry and nice. I don't know what we have done as San Antonians. I guess we, like last year, every major holiday was a rainout. Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day. Every one of them, we had rain either right during or directly before or after. It rained out the big holidays. So I think the gods owe us some good weather.
And what was it like last week? What was it, Thursday, Friday of last week was just beautiful.
Oh, man.
No, Saturday, Sunday was
With
beautiful.
all the rain,
Yeah.
everything's been so green, and now, everybody's lawns need to be mowed already again.
I know. I saw my next
like,
door neighbor doing it, and I was going to pull the Keeping Up with the Jones, like since I saw him do it. should I do it? But I was too tired.
Well, it's going to rain again in the next couple of days. It looks like we got possibilities for the next few.
I know. That's why I should have done it. Dang it.
I just feel like we're living on borrowed time. Like we're going to have this. It's going to be nice. It'll be mid-70s today. It'll be mid-70s tomorrow. And then next Thursday, I'm going to wake up and it's 108.
Yeah.
And
That's Texas.
It'll be 108 until August. And then it'll get to 110 till September. I feel like bank all these days because you just get the sense this could be a
do everything outside now.
Oh,
like don't put it off.
It's good. Yeah, because it's about to get dry and crackly. So enjoy the time outdoors as the Spurs continue to flower in this. It was one of those phenomenal games that we're going to remember for just for the lack of hero and for the greatness of the team. There's not one guy you go, thank God he was there last night. Thank goodness he showed up or we wouldn't have been there. I mean, I'm glad that De'Aaron Fox came out in the first round, that stepped up in the first quarter and delivered a left hook to the Minnesota Timberwolves jaw that they never recovered from. Rung their bell, and the Spurs just kept running. And that's really all that was required in a night like that. Fans were great. Team played well. And I do think they pulled some stuff that they can take to Minnesota, some defensive matchups that are going to work, an effective use of Carter Bryant, who didn't fill the stats, but he filled the minutes, and those matter. You fill the minutes. Even if it takes 3 fouls, fill the minutes, slow the progress, and make it as hard as possible. And Carter stepped in and did it. Now, on Sunday is the lottery. In about just on the other side of the break, in no time, we're going to talk about the lottery ramifications and the draft that's coming around the corner.
Did you want to give away what?
Yeah, we're going to do it on our way out right now. Okay. So what I want to do right now is give away Missions Wichita Wind Surge Family 4-pack.
Yeah.
You can win a ticket, and you know what it's got? $2 stuff. You got $2 beer and $2 sausage.
$2 Tuesday.
All on us, and you go get to see the Missions whoop the living crap out of those Wichita Wind Surge sons of bitches.
The cold front.
Coming down here. Be caller number 5, and you're going to have tickets to go see the game next Tuesday, the 12th. That's our family pour-pack. Caller number 5, 656-3776, 94.1. We'll be right back.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that accident. I-10 eastbound at Probant. Right lane blocked. A little bit of stop and go from 35. On Loop 410 southbound at Winco, that's road work, right lane. And 35 southbound Schertz Parkway to Evans, they just picked up that road work. Now, you still might notice a little bit of a slow residual delay, but finally, traffic now moving along. You see something we're not talking about this morning? Give us a call on the traffic tip line. We'll go and check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Now, the Sarlacc is a terrifying creature that was created by attaching a ferocious, sharp, giant fangs to an armadillo named Apita from the Guadalajara Zoo. He's famous down there. He can beat you at tic-a-tac-a-toe 3 games out of 4.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to The John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever.
Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. It must provide a recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction to a big Game 2 inside the Frostbank Center.
The good, the bad, the ugly. We are all over what happened in Game 2 and already looking ahead to Friday night's Game 3.
And there's NFL talk as well as teams get ready for OTAs.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs and Timberwolves are even Steven, though the Spurs slapped the Timberwolves around last night. 133-95 final score. 7 players in double figures. Nobody played more than 26 minutes. They were led by De'Aaron Fox's 24, 9 in the first quarter to start things off. Steph Castle had 21 points as well.
Let's go! Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo! It's the morning huddle.
What? You know it.
Here on 94.1. I'm Rob Thompson. That's KBB if you're watching live on the YouTube feed. Thanks for going there. Go there frequently. You're graded on such things. And while you're there, put on that thumb. Subscribe to us. Sunday night is going to be, Netflix is having a live roast. Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. So
I love roasts. I think they're, there's something honorable about being the roasty.
Yeah, the awkwardness.
Well, I mean, everybody there is there supposedly because they like you, and they're there to poke fun at who you are and what you are and how you
because they care about you.
I mean, it's funny. I have never been good at roasts. I don't mind being roasted. I know my problems. I know my foibles, I think. Mm-hmm. You really probably couldn't hurt my feelings. Although I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen more than once on these roasts. Remember Tom Brady got mad? Somebody said a joke about his owner, Robert Kraft, about sour tables. He told him, don't ever say that crap again.
Yeah, see, but it's like, well, you agreed to this.
Yeah, you step into it. And
once you agree to it, that's it. It's like it's an open thing. Like you can't.
And there's like 6 or 8 insult ninjas.
Yes.
These dudes that make a living just insulting you.
Or coming up with it.
Just that are like, there's 6 or 7 that have been on the comedy networks and channels.
The preview I saw was Kevin Hart is literally 50 Cent that came out of the dryer, which is true.
I mean, he knows that, so I would have no problem being roasted. It's the pointing out the embarrassing things about other people that I'm just not good at. I don't like doing that because I could rank you as good as anybody, but as an adult, I got to see you again. I make fun of something that you literally cannot change, like how tall you are. You're going to look at me the same way after I point that out to the world? I find that so absolutely cringeworthy. Do you remember when Bieber got roasted? And one of the comedians stand up and said, Selena would have been here, but she's on a date with a real man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, the more worse and the more like, oh my God, it's the better. Take it.
I can't even fathom doing that to anybody. I would have to. You'd have to bring me into people I don't like. I couldn't do it to a friend. Could you? Could you get up and just blow somebody up?
I don't think so.
I don't know. There's something innate. You either are one of those people or you're not. And you can, and I know you mean it as a joke, and it should be taken as such. But dude, some of that stuff gets
I'm more
personal.
of a behind the closed doors guy. Like I'll just say it, whatever, but I won't go in front of people saying it. I just can't. I don't mind watching the awkwardness, but it's kind of uncomfortable.
Man,
yeah.
When
and then you're worried about the going too far, and then you got to suffer that.
Then you might get that Chris Rock.
Yeah, and then
Will
somebody
Smith moment.
Yeah, and then someone will come up and slap me because
somebody slapped the taste out your mouth.
Yeah, because I called your girl a tortita, and then there we go.
I mean,
it's on.
Not that I'm not going to watch it. I think it'll be on after the Spurs game.
Yeah,
but
I'd watch it.
I mean, there's something about being able to do that. Now, growing up, we did the dozens, your mamas.
Oh yeah.
And those were funny. You never took them literal.
Yeah.
But the dozens weren't literally making fun of your lazy eye. like, dude, there's nothing I can do about this. Personality quirks, yeah, I can fix that. Started making fun of something that is literally not changeable. Like, dude, this is who I am. This is as God made me. That's when I start to cringe, man. I start to sweat, get the sweaty face. Like, ooh. I guess that's the way that I'm built. I'm just not good at throwing that stuff out, but I'll watch you do it. I'll watch you do it. Who's going to host this one? Do we know? I know who it is. It's Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah. See, he's a bit in itself.
Look out. Boy, if you're ever roasted, you got to go, kids, if you got kids, you're not allowed to watch this.
Oh, yeah. No.
You don't want to see, it's like you don't want to see your dad naked. You don't want to see your dad. You don't want to see your dad get roasted. Now, kids, don't pay any attention to that. Look away. Watch Nickelodeon. I don't want to see people bring up my obvious flaws. Throw them out to the world.
So how much is Kevin Hart getting paid for this?
Dude.
Right? So you got to be able to take the worst.
Is there a dollar amount that would be worth it? I mean, is there a dollar amount where you go, all right.
Okay, I'll be insulted and humiliated in front of millions of people, and it'll live on Netflix forever.
But I'll do it for $1 million.
I don't know what
I don't know if there's a dollar. No, you could have me pretty cheap.
At this point,
yeah. Right? I could play the proud one, but no, I can be had pretty cheap. 3 digits.
I'll do it
$1,000. I'm in.
I'll do it for an 8-ball and $2 million.
All I'm asking for.
That's all I'm asking.
An 8-ball and $2 million. And you can roast me all night long.
And 10% of the royalties.
Finish my series, Team Jesus.
Yeah.
Team Jesus.
That's all me, man.
You excited about the games tonight? I'm not.
Not tonight.
There's no. It's funny how.
Like the Lakers, it's like, LeBron lame. Like, come on, enough already.
And the LeBron, what's the best word for it?
Viejo?
No, I'm just. The LeBron story has been told in every which way. I mean, because there's only 7 stories that have ever been written. And LeBron's been a plot figure in all 7 of those kind of stories, whether it's the hero that was the front runner that carried him all the way through, whether he had to go through the problems.
Luka's not playing, right? So
and they're going up against a team that just, you just feel like there's just no way you guys are going to win. So you got that going on. And then you look over at Detroit and Cleveland. We talk about Rust Belt. It just feels like it's Midwest Rust Belt, cheap beer, parking lot fight, just old school. There's not a lot of flash and dash in that series at all.
That is a Schlitz beer of series.
Seriously, it is the blue collar special. It is the lunch pail working man series, and Detroit is a better working man team than Cleveland is. But they're bringing their lunchbox too. But there's really not a lot of. Man, I can't wait to see if Evan Mobley. I'm so excited to see Isaiah Stewart. I mean, it's Cade Cunningham, and him being Cade, and can he share the burden? Can somebody step up on one side? And on the other side with Cleveland is it's sad to say it this way when you got Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and all the things that Cleveland has done over the last couple of years, to say, well, how is James Harden going to ruin this? That's just watching Cleveland. I keep waiting for the shoe to drop, and James Harden going to ruin it. And he had a few missteps in the last game, a couple of ill-advised shots, and he ruined it. So when your plot line is, when is the new guy going to ruin it? It really doesn't breed kind of compelling basketball. Right. So it's the NBA, and as such, I will watch it if I can freaking find it. Is this another one of the NBC Sports Network random channel that I need 3 subscriptions to get to?
I don't understand how we had to pay for Peacock to watch the Spurs, but to watch the Lakers, it was just on Channel 4.
All of that.
Why? It should be the other way around, right? If you want to pay to watch the Lakers, if you're a Lakers fan in San Antonio, you have to pay for it.
So to watch a Spurs game, not only do you have to have some kind of subscription to like Fubo or Hulu, YouTube, then you have to get another subscription to get Peacock. So you have to have 2 subscriptions. Or you get a subscription to those 3, and then you have to add extra to have the Disney package to get ESPN. So you're not just 1 subscription away. You're 2 subscriptions away from watching your favorite sport. And then the other game is no subscriptions away. You can just get one of those antennas and plug in the rabbit ears and watch it on Channel 4. Mm-hmm. The dichotomy is ridiculous. You either get it absolutely free, or we take 2 teeth. We poke you in both eyes to watch your game.
And pull teeth.
There was a time, believe it or not, back in the 90s, into the 2000s, where if you wanted to watch a Spurs game and it wasn't locally broadcast, you would pay $14.99 to buy that one game. And that was a massive step forward because the belief up until 99 was if you're playing at home and we broadcast it, nobody will want to go. Oh, I'll stay home and watch TV. But the NBA strike in 1999 scared the owners to the point, well, we've got to bring our fans back. Let's broadcast every game, whether they're at home or not.
Smart.
And they realized, you know what this does? It makes people want to come to games. They see the game.
Well, they see what the game is, and you know what? Let's go get some tickets.
At their home stadium, they see their neighbors and their friends and their doctor and their dentist sitting out. They're like, hey, I want to go. And it fed the beast. So their thinking previously was, if we open it up, nobody will want to come into the game. Well, it's been proven before that if you open it up, it feeds the beast. The momentum grows. It's not like the NBA is hurting for money. They signed a massive TV deal.
Greed. Right.
They're about to open 2 new franchises. 2 new franchises are showing up in the next 2 years. Mm-hmm. And the right to open your franchise costs you $9 billion. So about 18 to $20 billion is going to be split among the owners in the next couple of years. Okay. I think you can give up a little bit on the TV stuff. I think you could probably allow that to just be maybe just 1 subscription away. Maybe just 1, not 2. Not the $100 to get the access to the subscription, or I have to watch it on my little phone. I think you'd find your way through into maybe not selling the TV for that much and going, you know what, we're going to give our fans a break here. In the playoffs, you have ready access to the games. That's what it is. We're going to put it on ABC, we're going to put it on NBC, we're going to put it someplace, but if you have a TV and something that plugs in with some kind of over-the-air antenna, you get to watch our games instead of the double subscription. And where are they tonight? Can I find NBC's Sports Network? If I go to Peacock, do I have to buy something? It's crazy
to me. It's going to be like the NFL watching a Cowboys game. Once in a while, remember Thursday nights only on Prime, though. Before it was on NFL Network.
Right.
And if you didn't have NFL Network, you just waited. That's fine. But all day Sunday, no matter what game you wanted to watch locally, that's your team, you can watch it. If you wanted to watch other games, you got to pay for NFL. But I shouldn't have to pay to watch a Cowboys game.
And then, okay, let's just say that I'm amenable to paying.
Okay.
That I'll pay to get there.
Okay.
The product that you deliver after I have paid 2 subscriptions. One to have access to the second subscription.
Right.
Deliver to me a product worthy of the NBA playoffs. A product like ESPN is giving, where you get Ernie and you get Chuck and Kenny, and last night it was Draymond Green. Shaq was dealing with a toe issue. If you saw that toe, you'd see.
No, I don't want.
Right. At least under that subscription, I got a little bit of halftime something. With the Spurs on Monday night, they went to half, and we came back, and it was like our local broadcast was Sean and Toby sitting next on stools at halftime. There was no halftime production. It was Big Dan Jiggets and Dan Munson discussing the Spurs and mispronouncing their names. Did I hear them say Devin Vassell?
Oh, yeah, you were telling.
This is the second round of the playoffs, and we're getting Raycom broadcasts from 1985. If I'm paying for it, at least give me something. If I'm doing it, I might not like it. Give me a little hand, a little help. That's just not forgivable. And the NBA is of all of the leagues, you guys have traditionally been on the forefront of delivering product to fans in ways that fans appreciate. The palatable, the social media, the weekend shows, all the things that the NBA has used to become the second biggest sporting product in the United States. And maybe the second biggest in the world behind soccer, dealing with F1.
Right.
Is because you have made your product available to your fans in a lot of different ways. And as the owners have gotten even more money, it's like we have less access to it. And they're going to tell you, no, you don't. Look at all the different networks. We've spread it amongst all these others. But what they don't tell you is all these others are now incurring their own individual charges that, quite frankly, we didn't bargain for. I'm glad that we have access. It's certainly better than it was back in the 80s and 90s when there was none. At least I can go find it. But now, through the nose, if I can find it, on the third network behind the second subscription. We took the win. So I promise you, I'd tell you how Travis Kelce is now a man. And it's because of AJ's favorite singer. We'll talk about we're going to get into that, which we're not even going to get into where he is today. And there might be the very end of a racing legend. Lots of stuff to get into. It's coming up right around the corner. You're on 94.1. This is San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
This is Carla Hall for Eggland's Best. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, make sure you're choosing wholesome ingredients like Eggland's Best eggs to plus up your nutrition. With more than 6 times the vitamin D and double the omega-3s and vitamin B12 compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best supports a healthy lifestyle. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs. Visit egglandsbest.com to learn more.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
There was a couple that I was talking to yesterday in Charlotte. Now, I'm not sure who booked their travel, and I hope they saved $50. They got off a cruise in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Right.
And flew from San Juan to Charlotte to fly to San Antonio.
That seems weird to me, but I don't know. San Juan is kind of, isn't it New Yorkish?
San Juan is in Puerto Rico, sir.
Isn't Puerto Rico that way, though?
No, not even close.
Of course it is.
Somebody buy my man a globe.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
You can't go nowhere. Don't get away yet. It's the Morning Huddle. We got another hour and 10 minutes of rock-hard, throbbing fun. You want morning zoo talk? That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching live on the morning ZooTube, the Brigade Bar and the likes, KBB sitting beside me. No AJ. He'll be back on Monday, fully refreshed and recently upgraded.
Right? He's going to have a mechanical toe.
He's going in for a recharge.
Yeah.
Upgraded and renewed. AJ Hoffman sitting here on Monday.
Getting a new battery. A new Tesla
He's
battery.
just getting what a lot of guys at age 40, 45 might get. You can leave that up to your imagination.
That was me 10 years ago. Yeah,
I've been down that road before.
Yeah.
I'm an old bull. I've seen a few things. Sitting beside me is KBB.
Yeah.
I told y'all when AJ first got here, this big anybody who's ever read of Mice and Men knows who Lenny is. And if you don't, it's going to be lost on you. But AJ has a sweet spot for animals. He does. He just does.
I'm kind of the same.
Well,
I bought a bunch of food for scabs.
Well, y'all have. And, growing up, I didn't grow up on a farm. I didn't. I'm south side of San Antonio. But my dad did, and I've lived out on property for long enough that you kind of view animals as wildlife are kind of expendable. It's a rough life in nature. Things come and go fast. And you learn early on, you don't name an animal that just kind of shows up. It's probably not going to end well. They're living on the they're living on the market, and they pass. And KBB, God rest his soul, it didn't end well. Coyote got him. And I told you, don't name the cat.
Don't get attached.
You're going to get attached. Don't name the cat. And I you don't name things until you've welcomed them into your family. And I've taken a huge step. I've named my car.
Uh-oh. Pearl, right?
Pearl. Do you name cars? Do you have a name?
Well, the name of my car right now is called Paid Off.
Well, that's a good name.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Paid Off?
Yeah,
That's
Paid
right.
Off. That's probably the best name you could have.
Yep.
But, once you give your car a name, it's part of the family. You've attached yourself to it.
You're right. You're correct, man.
Someone had asked me, a guy, there's a group that works out at Valero that listens. They were like, we heard you talk about your car. What'd you name it? Well, I was kind of reticent to give the name out because I feel like it's kind of like KBB and KBB. I've named it, now I love it, and now something bad's going to happen. I'm just curious, am I the only one that names their car? Every car I've ever had has had a name. And I look back fondly on, I had the Wookiee.
Oh, yeah.
I had Luke Skywalker. I had, there's another name I can't say on air for a car I didn't like. And now I have Pearl. Yeah. And Pearl is now part of the family. I have named her. As such, she is now mine and now can break my heart. Now, because I've given her a little bit of piece of me, the carburetor goes out, that's like a end of a relationship. Like when the transmission falls out, it's like a divorce. She's got a name. And I can find neutral. I found see, maybe that was it.
I think that's what
I found her certain spot. I found her end spot.
You couldn't find the spot.
You
couldn't find the end spot.
I couldn't. And like a lot of us, under pressure, I got soft.
Yeah.
But maybe over the weekend when I found neutral, when I found the spot, we became lovers.
Yeah.
We became one. That's funny.
You found the end spot.
I found the spot. So now.
And you were trying to find it with the pressure
We've
of
all searched
everybody
in the
around
dark.
you. Yeah.
You read manuals and you watch movies. You think you know how to find neutral. You think
you listen to the lore, right?
You've been told by your friends and family, this is where neutral is.
Yeah. Is it legend or is it true?
It's right there in the middle.
All truth or all legends come from some kind of truth.
It's a little man in a boat. It's right there. It's the end. I know it's normally dark when you're looking around for it, but it's there. Trust me. That was me.
You got to feel around for it.
I found the end.
Once you feel it, and then it goes. You found the end spot.
When I found the end, Pearl kind of jumped. Just a little. Oh,
yeah. See,
when I found it, I knew I found it too.
The legends are true.
Just keep working, guys. I know it's dark. Just head down the middle. We're heading down the middle, too. One more hour to go. And, man, it's got to be as good as this, right?
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that accident. I-10 eastbound at Probant, right lane blocked. A little bit of stop and go from 35. On Loop 410 southbound at Winco, that's road work, right lane. And 35 southbound Schertz Parkway to Evans, they just picked up that road work. Now, you still might notice a little bit of a slow residual delay, but finally, traffic now moving along. You see something we're not talking about this morning? Give us a call on the traffic tip line. We'll go and check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges: mental health struggles, housing obstacles, employment, food insecurity, and social isolation, to name just a few. I'm Bob Woodruff. My family and I started the Bob Woodruff Foundation in 2006 after I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq. Our service members had my back that day, and we need to have theirs now more than ever. At the Bob Woodruff Foundation, we raise awareness about the tough challenges veterans and military families face and invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. And with one solution comes the next. We solve a housing situation, we increase employment opportunities. We solve employment problems, we address food insecurity. We solve food insecurity, we impact physical and mental health issues. Learn more about our work at bobwoodrufffoundation.org/success.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. Must provide a recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
I've taken up candle making. Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks. My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TAC 1411074 M16004.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs and Timberwolves are even Steven, though the Spurs slapped the Timberwolves around last night. 133-95 final score. In the other game in the NBA, the Knicks held off the 76ers 108-102. Tonight we get two more of those game twos. Pistons lead the Cavs 1-0 with a tip-off in Detroit set for 6 o'clock, followed by the Lakers and Thunder in Oklahoma City. That one tips at 8:30.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, gather around. There's much to talk about this morning. It's the Morning Huddle here on San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Rob Thompson, sitting along my faithful striped companion. No, that's not AJ. That is KBB sitting in AJ's stead. AJ will be back on Monday. We can rebuild him. AJ's going to come back bigger, faster, stronger than he's ever been before.
He's literally going to have a steel toe.
He's going to have
yeah,
steel toe. He's going for his annual upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be far better off by the time we all see him again Monday. How you doing today, Vic?
I'm doing good.
And we're 3 hours into this. I guess we were due. That's Victor Brown on the other side of the glass, faithfully producing the artwork general manager.
I am 2 coffees in, so.
Brigade Bar, thanks for hanging around with us this morning.
Buzzing around here.
I promised, and I continue to promise, we're going to talk about Travis Kelce. This is, and the only reason I would ever bring this up, it's in honor of my co-host and his ongoing adoration for Taylor Swift. But it appears that she continues to work miracles amongst men. But we're going to get into that in a second. Obviously, the story of the day here in San Antonio is the Spurs took it easily last night. It was a team performance, the likes of which the San Antonio's not seen before. It was a beating in the playoffs that we haven't seen in almost 50 years. The last time the Spurs won a playoff game like that, by that many points, was 1983. So we won 5 rings in between there and never beat a team like that. How? How do we bounce back? How do we get so different of an outcome within 3 days? Well, obviously there's the rest and the rust. Spurs sitting back eating bonbons, waiting for their opponent. Meanwhile, Minnesota's fighting for their very lives. And they also know as they're fighting for their very lives that their very best player is on the verge of coming back. They had a secret that we didn't know about, and they jumped us. And the combination of expert-level, master's-level coaching and preparation and desperation created the kind of beatdown that we're going to talk about this for a long time. Too bad we don't have a holiday wrapped around it. We don't have a Memorial Day miracle. We don't have a holiday to call because this was.
How about the cold front comeback?
Well, it was the cold, whatever it was. It
That's
was
all we got.
Such a mass destruction event. Yeah. And the way it was done was so extraordinary because it's not like we come in and we see the Spurs win by 35 because Wemby hit 9 threes or Dylan Fox went off for 40. It wasn't that. We had 2 guys score over 20 points. We had 7 guys in double figures. Nobody played more than 26 minutes. If you put on your shoes and you wore your shorts, you got to play. And if you took a shot, you scored.
And you said there was one player that didn't score,
Bismack
right?
Biyombo, he played 3 minutes of valiant basketball effort.
Okay, good.
No shots, no points, no rebounds. He became a trillionaire. And the reward for that, for just staying out of the way, was he got to beat the drum at the end of the game.
There you go.
See, so you star in your role. Star in your role. Hey, man, you're coming off the bench late. Bismack's only job now, and he's getting paid healthy to do it, is he's the designated rough Wemby up in warm-ups guy. You know when you watch a fight and they're getting ready for the fight and the manager's holding the gloves and pap, and the manager's taking all the punches and got the chest plate, getting his fighter ready. Yep. Bismack's the punching bag. Bismack's the guy that prior game, before the game, when they're getting Wemby ready for the contact that's coming.
Yeah.
Bismack's the sacrificial. Like, hope you don't hurt yourself. But you're probably not going to play anyway. So he's the guy that gets to be the warm-up tackling dummy.
Hey, he still gets a paycheck.
And his reward was he gets to beat the drum.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you, is there any more coveted space in the world than getting to be the guy that gets to beat the drum at the end of the game? Should we open that up to fans? The fan of the game gets to come down and beat the drum? Dude. I appreciate the reward for the players voting on their guy, but, man, you want to talk about being the star of your own show. Get to be the dude that beats the drum at the end of a playoff beatdown like that. Yeah. Just an absolute drubbing, the way that they took them down.
Do they still have the halftime contests? Should be the winner of that if they do,
if
right?
If you catch the most Whataburger balloons or parachutes.
Or if you make the full court shot or something, you get to beat the drum later. Something like that.
Well, Bismack, congratulations.
Yeah.
Everybody played. I'd like to thank Kelly Olynyk for wearing socks, so he was ready to play.
I know.
But of all the bench players, of all the dudes
the little things
that showed up, can we praise Carter Bryant for his effort alone? Because we're going to look at this game and we're going to see the score. And we're going to talk about De'Aaron Fox in the future, how he came back from the adversity that he dealt with before and fixed the problems, and how Mitch Johnson just skillfully just out-coached the other side. That our plans were better than their plans, our Jimmies were better than their Joes, and we ran them out of the gym. We're not going to remember Carter Bryant. But what Carter Bryant did changed the flow of the game and maybe the series. And it wasn't because he failed previously. He was hurt. He didn't do a whole lot in Portland. He had one game where he stepped into the breach. Just like Minnesota found them something in Terrence Shannon. This is a guy who didn't even play in the first 3 games of the first playoff series, and then they lose both their guards, and suddenly Terrence Shannon is not only playing, but he's playing well. Carter Bryant got in the game due to injuries and issues, and he didn't affect the game offensively. But what he does is he buys time. He buys time for Mitch. He buys time on defense. He buys time for the team. And any shot that he makes, even when they're close, it's gravy. Because he can defend everybody on the court, including Julius Randle. And Julius is their obvious plan B. Julius is the other guy that has to perform to win. Now, the other guy, apart from Julius, probably has to be Anthony Edwards, but it can be somebody else. But Julius is going to have to give them points and effort from the front line for Minnesota to beat the Spurs. They can't win without Julius being successful. That's a given. Now, we can also say that about other guys, but the problem with him, with the Minnesota Timberwolves, is his sheer size. He's 6'10", and he's mobile, and he's big. He's the absolute thing the Spurs don't have. So we're having to throw a bunch of things at him. It's Steph Castle for a minute. It's Harrison Barnes for a minute. And then there's Carter Bryant when he got healthy. And we could get him in there to buy time, get him off, get Steph Castle off of the big, and go put him on Anthony Edwards and frustrate him. Now, they also threw a bunch of different things at Anthony Edwards. And it all became, it's the ripple effect of having that one guy, that one interchangeable part that goes into all positions. It's the skeleton key, the one that opens every door. It's not the one you carry around all the time, but it's the one you have to have when you got to get in. And that's Carter Bryant. And he's going to serve that purpose last night. And trust me, for the Spurs to be successful through this and into Oklahoma City, Carter Bryant is going to have to play those kind of eat-em-up minutes, buying time. He doesn't have to score a whole bunch. He just has to play a bunch of defense, utilize his fouls, slow momentum, and do that. Star in your role. And the future's bright. We saw what the answer was. Now, I trust the fact that after we saw what Mitch did, man, oh man, the very idea of fast breaking out, of the way they utilize their manpower when Gobert isn't out or is out of the off the court, just master's level coaching. Master's level coaching. Just an extraordinary game. We're going to go back at it again tomorrow night. I want to hear from people. Anybody on the Brigade Bar? Anybody listen? 656-3776. Where did you watch the game, and where are you going to watch the game tomorrow night? Because tomorrow night is going to be a communal effort, the likes of which we haven't seen in a long time. We have no Fiesta events. If you've got a bar and you got a big TV, you better be setting it up outside. It looks like the weather's going to be decent. And talk about a communal event at 8:30 on a Friday night is gathering for the Spurs. Where's the best place to go watch it? I'll tell you what, the Rock looks fantastic. The Rock looks like a lot of fun. Looks like the kind of thing that we've needed for a long time. On the other side of this break, I have been teasing this for 2 hours. And I don't even think it's nearly as important enough. We got two things we're going to talk about. One is the patron saint to a lot of foodies, Anthony Bourdain. Did you see the movie that's coming out about him?
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to look at some streaming movies. And I'm finally going to tell you how Travis Kelce finally became a man.
Just now?
Worthy of build. Finally, they finally dropped.
All right.
He found the in spot. He found the in gear.
I was going to say, yeah.
Taylor showed him where neutral was. After all this buildup, it's really not going to be nearly as fun as the buildup. But we'll talk Taylor. We're going to talk Anthony Bourdain. And the scariest movie ever might be coming out. We're talking about it next. This is the Morning Huddle, and you're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a couple of stalls could possibly slow you down. 410 southbound Marbach. That one's off to the right shoulder. Southbound 35 Division south side. That stall has the right shoulder blocked. Another at I-10 westbound Hildebrand and 410 southbound South WW White. Left shoulder blocked. You guys see something we're not talking about? Give us a call on the traffic tip line. We'll go check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Estimate based on your neighborhood average and individual results may vary.
When I saw how high my property tax bill was, I was shocked. We couldn't afford this. But I discovered Ownwell. Ownwell reduced my property taxes and saved me over $1,000.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be protested, and they can be reduced. But instead of filing protests yourself and very possibly losing your appeal, Ownwell does it all for you. And we give you the best chance to win and save big. Ownwell has reduced property taxes for hundreds of thousands of Texans and put money back in their pocket, and you can be one of them. And unlike other companies that take half of whatever you save, Ownwell charges just 25%, and that's only if you save.
Now I don't worry about my property taxes. Ownwell reduces it every year.
Sign up now for free. Don't pay unless you save. Text tax to 64,000. Text tax to 64,000. Text tax to 64,000.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off duration, woodscapes, and super deck products May 1st through the 11th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, all the reaction to a big Game 2 inside the Frost Bank Center.
The good, the bad, the ugly. We are all over what happened in Game 2 and already looking ahead to Friday night's Game 3.
And there's NFL talk as well as teams get ready for OTAs.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
You know, you wake up after a win like that and everything tastes better, especially when it's a free taco and free coffee. Go take advantage. Well, I think just about everything's done. We were going through the free stuff when the Spurs win.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not here to shame anybody. We're not here to make people feel bad about themselves. But, you know, the very idea of getting the free stuff began and ended with Valero, the coffee, after the playoff wins way back when on that first iteration. And I know it costs a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the companies that are stepping up. But the communal, everybody at Valero after the playoff wins is the one thing that's missing right now from San Antonio. And I appreciate the smaller brands that are giving away what they give away. But when there was a Valero on every corner and everybody was going to get coffee, whether you drink coffee or not, there was just something absolutely spectacular about that.
It was a certain vibe.
There
right?
was.
Yeah.
And as excited as I was this morning to wake up, and everybody in this city, we are bleary-eyed. The productivity in the San Antonio workforce today is going to be a little slow before noon because we're all worn out. Valero, your civic duty, our San Antonio gross domestic product, our output, our basic economic impact is affected by everybody is up till midnight last night. You are the very grease on which our economic motor runs, Valero. It's that coffee that we all got in the morning. And if not Valero, you know what's the other one? We got racetracks, QTs.
Yeah, quick trips. Yeah.
Step into the void, guys. Mm-hmm. Step into the void. You'll find it benefits you more than it costs you. Because the goodwill that Valero bought 15 years ago is still being talked about. Still. Bills. Bill Miller.
Yeah.
Where you at, local brand? Where you at? I saw SWBC bought the T-shirts last night.
Oh, yeah.
They stepped into the breach.
Yeah.
They bought the black T-shirt. I'm not here to shame anybody. I'm not here to force anybody to do something they don't want to do.
But
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would be
because
cool.
it might make you a better man if you do something you wouldn't ordinarily do. That's what Travis Kelce tells us. See, he was on his podcast the other day, that one with his brother, the one that's they make so much money they don't need to play football anymore. Man, Travis is just putting on a uniform so he can keep his bride happy. He doesn't want to be unemployed. It's kind of embarrassing when you don't have a job and
your wife makes more money than you.
Yeah, and your wife, your soon-to-be wifestress, however they define themselves, whatever their pronoun is, makes $1 billion and you don't make any. So, Travis kept his day job, his part-time gig. Just so, he brings a little bit of money. She brings the $1 billion to the table. And he parks his $3.7 million. Says, here, put mine on the pile. I'm here. I'm helping.
Yeah.
But he was on his podcast and he said that Taylor's made him a better man. You know why? You know how? It wasn't about finding in. He's eating exotic foods now. Oh. He says that he feels more of a man with Swift because he's willing to try foods he normally wouldn't have eaten. It's the little steps.
What?
It's just the little thing. See, now he's a man because he'll eat a pedophore. He's a man because he tried a shrimp. He's a man because
did he eat
he ate
oysters on the half shell?
Or maybe he had.
I will never eat that.
He had
Sorry.
fish eggs. We call it escargot. He's a man now because he ate Taylor Swift.
You mean
foods.
caviar?
He had
ate
caviar.
that, yeah.
He had fish eggs. Maybe he didn't say exactly what it was. At least I didn't see that because I don't give a crap. But other people do.
I don't know.
What did your wife get you to do that made you a man? That you would have never done but for your wife. And keep it clean.
Huh.
Is there anything that you've done that you wouldn't have done but for the love of your life? That you'll still do. That you wouldn't have done, but suddenly introduced just like, oh, well, you know what? Thank God I met you. I'll do this from now on.
It's too rated R.
See, that
we'll just sit there right there.
Just because it scares you doesn't mean it's not good for you.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of leave that. So that's what I thought I would hear from Travis. Like I thought we'd hear that Taylor was a freak.
Oh yeah. Hey, we got to get on Circle K. They're also around too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Circle K. But they're not a local brand. I was just calling out the local guys.
Oh, okay.
The Bills. Yeah. There's there's a guy here in town that probably owns 30 McDonald's. So you're a local brand, dude. Do something.
Yeah. Let's see.
If you have a local store that's got more than 5 open stores, whatever that might be, do something. Because that's the next thing that's coming. We got street riots, we got fires on Southwest Military.
So if In-N-Out started giving away free stuff for Lakers win here, right, just out of nowhere, just because I'm assuming In-N-Out is...
Well, they're Cali for sure.
Yeah, they're all Cali, right? But They haven't done it, but if that were to happen, would our local just step in? You know, the Whataburger. You know, would they do something?
Maybe.
You know, like you get a free breakfast on a bun.
Well,
or
see, I would be expecting that at Whataburger. Whataburger would have been first on our list, but they're no longer ours. We claim them and we love them, but they're like family that moved away.
You're right, yeah.
Because they're headquartered in Chicago now. We still, you know, they're still ours, kind of. And when it goes up against In-N-Out, of course, we're gonna go with what was local. But I don't. They're corporate sellouts now. They're a shell of what they used to be. But if you want to come back into the good graces, Whataburger, come on. How about free taquitos on a victory morning? That would.
Yeah, I'd do that.
That would kick In-N-Out's ass. But
yeah.
But Burger Boy, don't want to call you out. Fred's Fish Fry, don't want to call you out.
Yeah, you get a free working man.
You want to increase your business, Fred's Fish Fry, after just the Lent? See, I'm an idea man. I'm just here to help.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just shooting ideas out, guys. It's not really happening.
Little Captain Gus platter there from Fred's.
I don't know, our marketing minds. Let's see what else.
You notice how I threw Captain Gus in there, and there's a lot of people that went, "Oh, Captain Gus." See, it all comes together when you listen to the Morning Huddle. We bring it all together, and if you don't know who Captain Gus is, go ask Dan Cook. Everybody goes, "Who?"
No,
but
Dan Cook,
everybody,
he was a famous
but everybody
sports
who heard me, that dog was like, "Yeah, go ask Dan Cook." Sounded very old right then. Hey, coming back, let's talk about burning bridges. Sometimes you say something and, well, everybody knows now. You proved the point. There was a bridge burned on Monday night. There's a trade going to happen because of it. I'll tell you what that was, and we're going to figure out what's the scariest movie of all time, because I hear one's coming. This is the Morning Huddle, and you're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying two phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs and Timberwolves are even Steven, though the Spurs slapped the Timberwolves around last night. 133-95 final score. 7 players in double figures. Nobody played more than 26 minutes. They were led by De'Aaron Fox's 24, 9 in the first quarter to start things off. Steph Castle had 21 points as well.
The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, I got something to say. No, that's me. There's my one-armed cat. Our one-armed cat. I'm Rob Thompson. No AJ today. He will be back in full force on Monday. He's fine. We're just joking around. Just taking.
Yeah, he's okay.
Everybody texts him. What's wrong? What's he getting? Is he getting implants?
No.
Is he finally getting those calf implants he's wanted so long?
Now
Got those pec implants, like so he looks like Doc Garrett all the time.
Now he's getting circumcised. Poor AJ.
He converted.
Yeah, it finally happened.
It was a cleanliness thing, so they went and cleaned things up.
Yeah. No big deal. It happens all the
he
time.
He is legitimately texting Vic Brown about fingers being put in weird places.
I know, and it's not on me.
Which tells you that AJ is awake and fine.
Yeah.
No, he'll be back. We missed him today. KBB sitting comfortably in his chair.
Mm-hmm.
See, where AJ sits, he has access to see my hand if you're watching on the Brigade Bar.
Yeah.
Just on the other side of the hand, or on the other side is what we call the hotkeys.
Right.
When you get to have the funny noises and all. He has the button. I don't have that stuff. They don't let me close to the bomb. I might blow it up. But on that hotkey, there's such a thing as burning bridges on purpose. Sometimes I'm going to get it out there. I'm going to start the fight that I know is imminent. And then we're just going to get it going now. Let's get into it, kind of a bridge burned. And then there's the accidental, the backhanded compliment where you burn a bridge, but you really kind of give them a sideways, the bless your heart kind of burn your bridges. And I don't know where Jaylen Brown landed on Monday night as far as burning bridges. He went on a podcast and, he was talking about his career and the year that he just had that he didn't have to play with Jason Taylor. Now, Jason Tatum, you decide if the bridge was burned. This is Jaylen Brown on Monday.
And this group was a special group. I'm so proud of this group and the way we played. I wish we trusted that style of play a little bit more, but I know playoffs kind of shifted our rotations and what we wanted to do. But I'm so proud, and it was my favorite year of my basketball career.
So that's Jaylen Brown, and they were talking about your favorite year. And Jaylen had a spectacular year. This was the first time, we all know this, that Jaylen Brown was alone. He didn't have Jason Tatum on the other side, the finals MVP, the MVP candidate, the glory boy from Duke. He didn't have him. It was Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard and Derek White and a couple of dudes we'll never remember. And they went out and had a hell of a year. And Jaylen was the lead dog on a slow. He was the best guy on average on a good team, not a great team, but a best guy. And they did it without Tatum. And you could tell, and he said, and I found it very interesting, that he wished that group dynamic would have been carried through further in the playoffs. Well, that group dynamic stopped the moment that Jason Tatum came back, and you can tell in Brown's eyes. He wants out. He started the volley. He fired the first shot. He was the first one to let everybody know, dude, I'm done with Boston. I want to be the man. It's over. The bridge is burned. You can put it. You can write it in pen. Jaylen Brown will not be a Boston Celtic by the trade deadline of next year. It's over. It is done, and it's only going to get worse. Because Jaylen, he takes things personal. He does not care if he has to write a $100,000 check or a $50,000 check to the refs. He's done it several times this year. He does not care, and he knows exactly what he's doing when he does it. This was not an offhanded shot. This was the beginning of how do I get out of Boston? How do I extricate myself away from this team given the amount of money I'm getting paid? How do I start it? Well, he started it last night. So if you're in the market for a high-scoring small forward who is nails a lot of the time, who might or may not bring you a title, but will bring you some highlights, there's a guy out there. There's a guy waiting. That's the first guy on the list. Jaylen, you're going to look good in a different color. But first offense, the first shot has been fired in the exit strategy, Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. There was during the games, when you watch the myriad of broadcast streaming services that you have to go through to find the Spurs play, whether it's the NBC network, if you're when you sign into those streaming services, you realize, right, that your email address is kind of like the greeting card to everybody that advertises. You get these targeted ads, but that you might get in your commercial break that your neighbor next door isn't getting. And if you don't sign in with an email, like I do because I have this very legal and very attainable box, it's very legal.
Yeah,
it's as legal can be. Yeah. I don't sign in under an email, so when I watch these games, they just go to like funny music or interesting music and screenshots of, say, the city they're playing in, the B-roll kind of stuff. So I don't get those targeted ads. But I happened to sign in yesterday to watch the ESPN stuff, so suddenly I started getting those targeted ads. And I got one, I don't know why, but I'm glad I did, about they're making a movie about Anthony Bourdain. Now, I never would have thought that I cared to see a movie about Anthony Bourdain. I feel like I've seen a lot of Anthony Bourdain over the years. God rest his soul. I feel like I know this cat. Are you a fan of Bourdain?
Nah.
See, there's this, he's taken on this mystic quality above and beyond just being a food tourist that is almost indefinable. It's very, who'd have thought that a major movie studio, and this is A24, making a movie about Anthony Bourdain, and I'm interested. Is it just the foodie world? Or has he become something more than that?
There were some things I was kind of curious about where he was, but, I mean, I wasn't a follower.
But do you care to know about him?
Nah.
Well, somebody believes that he does, and you know what? I kind of do, but I don't know why. I'm a foodie guy, but I kind of felt like I knew Bourdain. But then I saw the preview, and I thought, is there something more to it? Would I pay money to go see a movie about a chef? I don't know, but I think it might actually work. I think it might actually be there. It's hitting the screens in the next couple of weeks. I saw the Star Wars advertising last night. It's better when you get the targeted ads. It's better when the ads fit you perfectly because you kind of get an idea.
It's still creepy to me. I was buying off spray on Amazon,
and here it comes.
And then I'm scrolling on TikTok, and there comes an off commercial, like out of nowhere.
Here it comes. Well, last night when I finally signed in under an email to watch the game, I realized all the stuff that I'd been missing, all the targeted ads. And I like it when they know exactly what I'm looking for. I feel very special.
And you're right. And you know what? Part of me is satisfied knowing that, oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I needed that.
Thanks for reminding me.
I'm glad that it showed up on my feed.
Yeah.
So there is those little things.
Oh, and I am having the off-delivered drone on Saturday, so I'll take a video and show you guys.
Yeah. Video that.
Yeah. It's loud. I think it's so loud. Everyone's going outside. What?
If you missed, Vic was the first person that I know personally that had a delivery by drone, an Amazon delivery.
Some Splenda. I needed my Splenda. I was out.
And I thought that the drone would be about the size of a football helmet. You know, I thought it'd be kind of small. It turns out that thing's as big as a 4x8.
Yeah, it'll fit on that table, and with the blades and everything, it'll probably hang over if you look on the YouTube right now, it's about the size of that table.
It is a bold and beautiful world that we have now entered.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to continue that bold and beautiful world. On the other side, I owe you a bunch of daily lines. We're going to try to make some money for you. And we're going to run down the daily buzz, the news that you need to know, leading at which a great man we lost yesterday, Ted Turner.
That's right. I did see that.
You know, there are very few people in our lives that literally changed the way we lived. I mean, it takes $1 billion to start. But there are people
he was one.
During my life, his effect changed the way I lived.
He brought us cable, right? Was that him?
He was he was part of the early cable generation, but I saw an interview about him yesterday where he said, you know, the first thing, the dawn of this was, I used to get home after 6 o'clock every night, and I never got to see the news. So what did he do? Started a 24-hour news network.
Mm-hmm.
And because
I remember when that first started.
And then he bought a 24-hour news network, and then he started Turner Broadcasting Services, TBS.
Yeah.
And he didn't have anything to broadcast, so what did he do? He went and bought a baseball team so he could broadcast. That's the kind of way that very few people in the history of our country anywhere have been able to affect us.
Did he start the Weather Channel? I remember watching that constantly.
If he didn't, he had a role. But
yeah.
I mean, success is so much opportunity.
Wow.
And so much of just happenstance, just being in the room at the right time. And, you know, he had the opportunity and the wherewithal to start the news network, but he had no idea OJ was about to cut the head off of his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's true.
He had no idea that a little girl would fall into a well in Central Texas, and the whole world
was watching
would come
that.
in and start watching CNN.
God, I remember that when it was happening.
You know, and so opportunity arrives because you were prepared for the opportunity. He was a master at that. A great man. The largest single landowner in all the United States we lost. Wow. Great man. We'll look back on that and look at the other Daily Buzz articles that are going to keep you entertained and active till the Spurs play again. And we're going to put a bow on this show. We're going to put icing on the cake. And then some other way to finish things off next. This is the Morning Huddle, and you're on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Game 3 is Friday night, and you know there's no better place to watch playoff basketball than the Roo Pub. Pre-game with the Blitz live at the Roo Pub Friday from 2 to 6, and stick around to watch the game. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch, or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Mom deserves more than flowers and a card. Enter to win the JTV Mother's Day Getaway at jtv.com/sweepstakes. You could win a 6-night cruise to Grand Cayman, Mexico, and the Bahamas, plus $1,000 spending money and a $1,000 gift card to shop JTV. It's a mom's dream come true. Enter the JTV Mother's Day Getaway now at jtv.com/sweepstakes. And new customers receive a one-time $25 off of a purchase of $50 or more.
I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Whether your pain started yesterday or years ago, we treat the root cause so you can feel real relief fast. No pills, no surgery. Most patients notice improvement in just one visit, and we accept most insurance plans. Stop waiting. Start feeling better. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
4-year-old Delta finished treatment at St. Jude.
Can you see me now?
Now she can spend her days playing with dolls instead of thinking about cancer. Whee! Let's help more kids just be kids. Learn more at stjude.org. Finding cures, saving children.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
How long has your purple life been, Vic?
What?
I know lyrics too.
This is
Prince.
Every time I hear Prince, I always think of Dave Chappelle mimicking him.
Y'all wanna?
His are the best.
Y'all want to play some hoops?
Yeah.
And have some pancakes.
And have some.
Welcome on to the Morning Huddle. There's a good huddle this morning as the Spurs triumphant. Haven't lost back-to-back games since early January. If there were points for differential, the Spurs would have a healthy lead in the series, though it's just even Steven with 4
It shouldn't
games
have been
to go.
close. It shouldn't have been close. Close on game one. There's no way. Come on.
When you're not focused, there's all these little lessons that AJ and I talk about a lot. Those little things that you just aren't. You don't know what you don't know, and you think you're ready, but you're not. There are things that you just have to experience before you're prepared for.
Right.
And they were not ready for what happened to them on Monday night. They weren't ready for the intensity that Minnesota brought. Minnesota had been there and done that, and they knew that to start a series on the road, punch them in the face. Start as hard as you can. Be ready to foul. Be tough. Be aggressive. Fortune favors the bold. And go get it. And Minnesota did, and the Spurs didn't. Well, one lesson learned. We likened the Spurs getting to where we want them to go as like when you buy a video game and you, from the very beginning, work your way all the way to the end. You finish the game when you buy it that same day. It's just... There's just too much of what you don't know. You don't know where the Easter eggs are. You don't know how to get to the next level. You have to go through that route more than once to get there. And the Spurs, they ran into that first little test, and the good news is they reacted. They had an opportunity to win a basketball game that they had no business even being close in. And then they come back and just wax the floor with the team that slumped their shoulders and kind of gave in early. Yeah. But the second half was more about there's nothing you could do even if you wanted to turn it on to come out against us. I mean, they had a little run. I think they cut it to 20, and nobody looked back. And for all those that stayed all the way through the game and watched Bismack Biyombo bang that drum, congratulations. You got the playoff run that we wanted. We like the comeback wins. We like the close ones, but we love the absolute beatdowns even more. The Spurs play again tomorrow night. We'll have it here, and then they're going to play again on Sunday at a decent hour finally, so you're going to have some opportunity to go view stuff. I talked about that Anthony Bourdain movie, which
is that the scariest movie
you
were talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
AJ's mad at me because I didn't say the scariest movie, and since he's going to be spending time convalescing,
yeah,
he's looking for stuff to watch. Hokum. I saw this guy that stars in Hokum, this guy named Adam Scott. When you see him, you recognize him from a bunch of different movies. He always plays kind of a bro, except in Parks and Rec. He always plays kind of a finance bro type dude. He was in Step Brothers. He was the other brother that
Oh, okay,
him.
okay.
So he starred in this movie called Hokum, which I saw one of those like random dude reels talking about movies.
Oh my
and he
God.
said there's 2 scenes in this movie that will literally make you pee your pants. That literally, if you're holding it in, waiting for a break, you better go before this happens.
I'm diabetic. I do that anyway.
That joke loses all its humor when you work around morning radio. Our whole lives revolve around pooping,
and
peeing, and tacos.
Yep,
Between,
that's it.
Between about 4:30 in the morning to about 8. That's all the conversation.
And
Pooping,
we have
peeing, and tacos.
4 minutes to do it.
Yeah, and then the race to get to the stall first. So, yeah, no, I get it. But this one, Hokum, it just started coming out. It dropped last week.
The trailer cover looks, oh, my God.
And I've always been a fan. I like the slow burn horror movies. Like I like the jump ones. I like to be shocked. I like those. But I've always been more of a fan
Like
of
The Shining?
The
How
Shining, the
it-
slow burn,
yeah,
The Exorcist. Even the mid '80s Freddy Krueger ones. They were kind of there was some jump scenes. The cat comes out of nowhere, but which I appreciate. And most of the modern horror movies, that's all it is. It's jump moments, one jump moment after another, but not a slow burn where even when the movie's over, you're completely creeped out. I want this to be that.
I think Blair Witch did that to me.
Blair Witch, for being a bad movie, for being one of those indie ones, even when it was over, you were like, man, that's creepy as all get out.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing just was weird. And then I remember the first time I saw that, I had seen it and was going out to where I currently live. And back then,
You are in the woods.
It was in the woods and it was dark. I was like, man, if I turn the corner and I see some dude standing in the corner, I am out.
I remember being little when we watched The Exorcist. I remember going to church and really praying the rosary instead of faking it.
Well, if you're my age, if you're
Somos
over
católicas.
the age of 50, and at some point in your early teens, your older cousin or your parents allowed you to watch The Exorcist to change your life.
It did.
It literally changed your life.
And Amityville Horror, too.
Those were we have passed, there was the golden age of horror movies. And we left it. Now, the jump movies have always been there, but the golden age of truly scary from beginning to end, and the characters
Like
that
it hit
never
your
quite
soul.
go away.
Yeah, you're like,
well,
ugh.
we lost that. We lost that. Now, not that there hasn't been one every holiday. There's always a Friday the 13th, and there's always a jump movie. But I hope that
Just Hokum. Yeah,
Hokum.
I probably will watch this one.
this guy's staying in a haunted Irish inn. It's being praised for its intense, suspenseful atmosphere and jump scares. Gotcha. Boo. Jump scare. If I did that around my house, I get killed.
No, the funny part is you walking around the house looking for Kato, and your wife's just ready to come out.
I have my wife instructed to attack me at any moment. It keeps me on my toes. Like I'm the Pink Panther. Hey, let's try to win our good listeners some money. Let's try to see if you can find a little gap in the numbers, a little hole in the numbers, so you can afford that next gas fill up. Let's talk some daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered,
Well, today the NBA gets back to work, and these were the two chalk games that started the week. Cavaliers and Pistons going game 2. Pistons favored by just 3.5. It certainly does feel like the Pistons have found their depth. It certainly feels like with every passing game, they're getting more comfortable with Cade. They're getting more comfortable with what he does and where he wants to be to do it. That you can't let it slip away. And it feels like Cleveland just doesn't have the match. I'm not sure I trust James Harden late. I'm not sure that the Pistons aren't favored by enough. I like the Pistons certainly to win. I think they're going to cover 3.5 pretty easy. And your props, it would be very difficult for me to find an offensive output number where I'm not 4K'd in the over. I'm just I feel like Cade's going to dominate. He's got a little bit of help, but 25 points easy, maybe more than that. Lakers and Thunders, but this series seems so absolutely imminent. Just like, well, when I went through basic training and I learned CPR, and you learn what the term expectant means. When you walk up on somebody who's bleeding out and the guy goes, he's expectant, that means we expect him to die. Don't spend too much work. It just kind of feels like the Lakers are just expectant. And they might actually win a gentleman's game and get themselves to a sweep. It ain't going to happen tonight. Oklahoma City favored comfortably by 15.5. If they just half-ass this one, it's 15.5. Austin Reeves might offer some support. Rui Hachimura might find something. And I don't expect that LeBron's going to have a bad game, but they ain't beating Oklahoma City there, and they ain't going to be within 15 points. I just can't imagine we go there. It's just not going to happen. For the double dongers, do we know who the double dong choice was?
Yeah, here, hold on, let me pull it up.
Because we got a little businessman special for you today, as the Rangers and the Yankees are going.
Let's see. Today, Adam Flores selected Corey Seager.
Well, he took the homer yesterday. We talked about it earlier. If you're betting futures for the Triple Crown, don't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the.
That's right.
The Kentucky Derby is not going to the Preakness. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to have to watch something tonight. I just looked at my viewing schedule. The NBA doesn't excite me tonight. What's the best thing you're watching right now?
Maul, the Dark Lord on Disney Plus.
Is that the cartoon?
Yeah, but it's good. It fills in a lot of little gaps in the series. I mean, you got to think Star Wars is basically the timeline, right? So you have the original movies, and you have all these little series that popped up. But Darth Maul, or Maul the series that's out now, it just fills in more of the gap of his character. Right, because he died in the Phantom Menace, and then
did they bring up the word metachlorians at all?
Yes. Well, not in this series, but yeah, they do.
Isn't that a measure of how strong he is? Right.
Yeah. Metachlorians is the M count, and if you have a high metachlorians, of course you have.
I got a lot of metachlorians.
You're more force sensitive.
They cause a rash.
But it's brought up more in the Bad Batch on how they're trying. Remember how in the last Star Wars movies when Rey is in and you see the Emperor trying to come back from the dead and everything, all of that is prefaced to what happens in the series, The Bad Batch, on how they found it.
Okay, before we go too nerdy, is Darth Maul like Darth Vader? Was he ever a good guy, or was he destined for the dark side?
He was always a bad guy.
I like a good bad guy. I mean, but Star Wars has a tendency to give you a reason why they went bad. Like, oh, he was a good guy, and then the Force turned on him, and just went the other direction. Couldn't help it.
That is Count Dooku used to be a Jedi, and he turned to the dark
Dooku
side.
Went south, and then Boba Fett, just went the other way. I don't know. He could have been good, but got hung around with the wrong dudes. Took a couple of gateway drugs. Next thing you know, they're mercenaries. Yeah. That's just how it happens. Hey, thanks for hanging with us today. It's always fun working with Vic. We muddled through without AJ, and we will do it yet again. The Blitz will be back in studio. I'll get this place fumigated for them. They'll be here directly at 2 o'clock. And prepare yourselves for them at the Rue Pub tomorrow as they get ready for Game 3. Thanks for hanging with the Huddle. We will gather again tomorrow at 6.